Hello everyone, welcome to Toaru podcast number 25, and today we're going to discuss Genesis Testament Volume 9, which is arguably the best volume so far. And I'm joined by Mal and Othinus. The three amigos are back.
Yo, what's up? How is everybody?
What's going on? My voice is so much more beautiful than Malcolm's. How's everybody doing today?
Speaking facts.
Now then, we're going to change it up for this podcast a bit, because usually in the Genesis Testament ones we go through each chapter one by one, and it's a bit of a drag to get to the end, because I know people want to hear what we have to say about the dragons, because this is the spoiler podcast, so we can actually say it without giving a spoiler warning. God, it's good to get off my chest. Yeah, so I thought, and Mal also thought that we should mix it up a bit, just go with the flow, see what comes to mind, just talk about the general points of the volume, or the major plot points, what we liked, and then just see where we go from there. And I've got some notes in case we don't have anything to talk about, which I doubt. So yeah, I'll let Malcolm go first, then Othinus after. So, what did you think about the volume?
It was definitely the strongest so far. But, you know, it isn't hard because it's just been so mid, you know. The entire GT has just been bad. It's mid, you know. It's like it's worse than OT and NT. NT was just like way like Hawaii Invasion, way better than anything.
Whoa,
GT
hold on. You got
had,
something against Hawaiians now? You had to see
Yeah,
the Hawaiian
I
arc
do.
out of everything? Bro, that's messed
Yeah.
up, man. You're coming at me now, aren't you?
Yeah,
I
you
see,
know.
bro.
I just can't stand how those Hawaiians were there.
Oh, I remember that. Dude,
yeah.
I remember that. Yo, where does this man live again, Aeon?
Texas.
Characters?
God
Oh, the
bless.
South, all them rednecks?
Yeah.
Alright, bro, I got you, man. I'll be down there shortly.
All right, we'll power scale your body and my gun.
Kevlar, brother. Oh. Alright, sorry. Continue.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this one's definitely been the strongest, but like I have been an adamant defender in GT saying that it's been pretty good so far.
Preach.
Yeah, NT, a lot of people just don't seem to remember. It had a pretty slow build up in and of itself. Probably because most people just got to read it all in one go, or they just read the wiki. But no, this one really like sort of brought up together a lot of the elements that have been building up, and also sets up some more stuff, which, you know, it's just an overall really, really strong volume, and I very much enjoyed it.
Nicely summarized. Othinus, what did you think?
Alright, honestly speaking, like just GT9, right? Like just GT9? Or all of GT? Like what we...
Yeah, you can talk about all the GTs. Well, in addition to it,
I'll make it brief.
I
I'll make it
guess.
brief. Yeah.
In
I'll make it
context.
brief then. Yeah, in context. So, GT9 was definitely the best volume out of all the GT novels that are currently out right now. But I didn't like how CRC. I didn't like what they did with CRC. I didn't like how they built him up to what happened at the end of the novel. I felt like he was just kind of like a letdown. Like I was hoping for like a lot more out of him, but I didn't get that.
Interesting.
And my take is that while it still was really good, I liked what he did. I just felt he could have done even more. But don't get me wrong, that fight in the hospital, bro, that was fire, man. That was really good. Absolutely beautiful. But no, dude, it's just the whole entire where they're at with GT9. I felt like they could have made it to this point a lot faster. And that's kind of one of my problems with the GT series. It's just really slow building up, which is why it's also good, because, you know, you're taking time to develop to GT9 to make it why, you know, how it is, how it's good. But, you know, I didn't really like the volume because of how it ended and because of what they made CRC and how they did him. But Toma still was definitely the best thing about it, without a doubt.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Toma
for sure.
and Alistair was a strong second, I think.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to talk about the Alistair feats and haxes that this man performed, or woman performed now, I guess.
Yeah,
during the
she-male.
fight. Yeah, the she.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
dear,
like
guys.
Alistair's like all this development he's had going on for so long is all finally coming together.
Yeah.
And it's so neat to see, especially because we're getting a lot of Toma's development sort of like put in the spotlight, because his whole aspect of being, oh, I'm just a normal high schooler. I think that sort of, whenever he's in that mode of just being a normal person, it sort of makes you forget, oh yeah, he's gone through all this development. He's just not being put in any circumstances that would like require us to really see the lengths in which he did develop up to this point. But this was one of those times where we got to finally see it all shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I had to reread the fight between Alistair and CRC, because the way Alistair used his ability, like, it kind of confused me a little bit, because I had to reread it in order to understand it. And now I forgot it now because it's been like a month since I read it. So, like,
I feel you 100%.
I remember. I
yeah.
remember.
You better remember.
I watched Aeon's review of it just before we started so I could refresh, because, it's been like a month and a half, 2 months since the book came out. I don't know. I feel it's been forever.
I did not review because I was only going to talk about the ending anyways. If I'm going to be honest, just talking about the Toma feats and hacks and the Dragon King and all the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my review wasn't really in depth because I was kind of wanting to save all that detail for this, but I wanted to obviously talk about the dragons and the most important things in the volume. But yeah, as opposed in regard to Alistair, he shifted the phase, so he basically kind of did what Othinus did. He basically changed the phase, but only for like CRC and himself and Iwaz, I guess, as well. I think he was getting powered up by Iwaz at a moment. And what was also crazy was that it's like this evil wind spell, and it said something like everything in the world could be like rotted by it. But thanks to CRC's clouds, which basically protects him from all forms of attack. Well, I should say nearly all, because the dragon quickly made work of that. But yeah, I think that's pretty impressive for Alistair being able to shift phases, and that wind spell seems pretty OP. I mean, it would be, but CRC wasn't the ideal victim for it.
Yeah. I can't quite remember how the phase, like how he used the shifting of the phase. Was it like how it was in OT2 whenever they sort of did the one side can't interact with the other side kind of thing, or was it like for a big attack sort of deal? I can't really remember.
No, it wasn't really an attack. Yeah, it was basically to protect like the hospital, while Alistair wanted to try and take down CRC, which wasn't really going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then CRC basically undid it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was. I don't know. That was a really dense fight. A lot happened in such a short amount of time. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even though Alistair took the L in this volume and was kind of on the run for most part, I do think that Toma's obviously amazing character development and moments in this volume have kind of overshadowed the Alistair stuff. I don't really see that many people talking about Alistair's character development in this arc, especially.
Yeah. Probably because a lot of it was, back-ended. It all happens like in this one fight that we sort of see all the Alistair stuff come together, and it's not sort of like throughout the entire book like we had with Toma.
I will say and add, while all that is true, like something else that correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think that it was it in this volume that Misaki Shokuho met the succubus. I think wasn't it? Was it this one?
Yes.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
had
I
their
want to say,
whole-
yeah, I loved that whole interaction between them. Like, I just that whole entire like part in the novel, I loved that. I thought that was so funny. You know, it was yeah, you know how it is. With,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like think about all the things they had in common, like blonde hair, but then they
Yep.
also have the abnormal
Assets.
irises and
Oh. Never mind. Never mind.
we are in very different
Chill.
mindsets here. No, the abnormal eyes.
Yeah,
one
abnormal
having
eyes,
hearts
of course,
and one
of
having
course.
stars, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and their boobs are gigantic, if that's what you were
Oh,
wanting to hear.
That's not what I was trying to say at all.
Okay. Oh, man, it must have just been me then.
Yeah, it must have just been you.
I
bro.
mean, you can see from the illustration.
that's true. Oh man.
One of the few
I'm
fan
shocked.
servicey like images in the volume.
Yeah, there was very little fan service in this one.
I know. Kind of surprised and shocked.
Yeah,
Hats off to Kamachi. Maybe there probably wasn't enough room to add everything in.
Yeah, that must be it.
But yeah,
Uh,
I like that part a lot. It was one of the good parts.
I'm shocked that we didn't get any fan art of Misaki dressed up like the succubus after this volume. I would have expected some.
Now some weeb will make it. It'll be a fan art.
Yeah. What did y'all think of like all the lead up to the fight, like the attack and run away sort of?
Yeah. I kind of mentioned. Did I mention it in my review? Probably. I thought it was a bit scrappy, I guess would be the word I'd try and describe it as, since they were just like going up to CRC trying to do something to him, and then it'd just be like reset, and then Tomo would lose consciousness, and then he'd wake up, and that got like repeated like 3 times in like chapter 2, I think it was. That I thought dragged a little for me.
Yeah, that's what I felt like was sort of the weakest part of the book. Is I sort of like understood what he was going for, because the whole idea was like, oh, there's different waves that he has to get through before he gets to the hospital, and it's sort of like a tower defense situation, you know.
I thought it was mid. I'll just be honest. I thought that whole entire part was just stupid and mid.
Yeah,
I really wanted like Aihana Etsu to come out, or even Gunha to come out. Just like another level 5 Esper to come out.
that's
then,
a
like-
good point, because I'm surprised we didn't see Gunha or anything. Was there any reason they gave for like people to not show up and try and do anything, or was it just
not that I can think of, anyways?
like the kids have snuck out in that one scene? So I guess maybe it's just nobody really knew why they were under lockdown. It was just a case of we're under lockdown. And I guess, I don't know if Gunha would be the one to completely ignore authority to...
That is true. He likes to obey or whatever.
Yeah, he's very
Or-
much
or-
lawfully aligned, if not
Yeah.
hot-headed about it.
But he has a sense of justice, though.
He
I mean,
does,
I
but
don't know.
if he doesn't know what the threat is, then...
Surely, if they see an old man with a white beard destroying stuff through a
I
city
mean,
or a district, he
if
could
you-
tell who the enemy is.
If you're in New York and all of a sudden the city's on lockdown and they don't tell you why, are you gonna tell me you're gonna look out your like apartment building and just happen to be like, oh hey, there's a old man walking down the street 48 blocks away from me that I can see through every skyscraper and see him?
Yes, or I would Google it and see what the fuck is up.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
this
the
man's got a
real-
smartphone.
Yeah, because if Gunha saw that, he would not stay inside. I mean, he wouldn't stay inside anyway if he got told to. He'd be like, screw that, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could have just got, Accelerator to come out.
Oh, here we go.
Jokes! Jokes!
Fight you two. I want to see it.
A lot of people,
Five for the
I
custody
think,
of
actually
Accelerator.
did think Accelerator would be leaving. I was a firm believer, and I was correct.
No, I knew they
as
wouldn't have
always.
Accelerator leave. I mean, if they had Accelerator leave his jail cell for this fodder, Then I mean, come on. No.
Was he fodder?
He's kind of fodder, bro. Like, here, like, don't get me wrong. The fight between him and Toma, like, if that ever got animated, that would be insane. But yeah, CRC was still kind of fodder. Like a little bit.
Did anybody ever get mad about him getting quote unquote whitewashed?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't even a real CRC.
If only somebody had known.
It was Johan Andre something.
Oh my god. But to be honest, I did like the little mentions Accelerator had. Like, not mentions he had, but like he helped from his cell with like what was it, the drones he brought out, which didn't really do anything. He had these like. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It was all part of Keikaiku or whatever, right? Where it's like,
Keikaku.
These are really just the distraction, so that he can send Kazakiri and Khalifa, however you pronounce her name.
Cleef 545. Cleef Puzzle 545.
To hide inside of Toma's body. Right? That's what happens. They were sort of just hiding inside of Toma and like kept his heart going or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I remember that being like, what? Whenever it
Yeah,
happened.
because they can like possess him.
Yeah.
So that's what angels and demons can do because they don't have a physical body.
It's like in my mind, it's just hard to imagine that like working completely with Toma, just because of like, it seems like it's pretty crowded in there.
There's always enough room.
Yeah, on top of just like Imagine Breaker being present, attached to his body.
It wasn't in that moment though.
Was it after he got awakened, I guess?
Yeah, because he still had a dragon out, so he hadn't regen Imagine Breaker, I don't think, or his arm. Because you can see it in the illustration. I guess he must have. I guess he must have punched CRC with his left arm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was powered by a dragon. I don't know.
Yeah.
To send him that far. Well, Alice has got the Coronzon body, and she's pretty much a tank. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Accelerator also used a particle accelerator. Can you believe that? It's in the name. The hula hoop.
Yeah, which was just conveniently brought up in the last Dark Side novel.
Yes.
It's almost like he just wanted to remind us that it existed.
I'm all for it though. I think it's cool. Like all the spark signal stuff from OT19.
Yeah, it's really cool to see these like callbacks. And like something like the hula hoop, it seems like such an important fixture of Academy City that never gets used, and then all of a sudden it's getting used, and it's like, wow, this makes too much sense.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Imaginary Number School District as well for a while, until like GT3 and 5 started talking about it again. Because I felt that was like, it was supposed to be implied to be pretty important in like OT, and then it was kind of like neglected, especially when you bring into account, oh yeah, Alice is doing his plan in NT, and we still don't know what the true nature of the Imaginary Number School District is. I guess it's helps him destroy magic, I suppose. It's the artificial heaven. But yeah, and also like Mental Out is also doing lore and stuff with it as well. So I'm happy that these old concepts are getting expanded upon.
Yeah. Well, I think at the beginning of GT, Kamachi had said it's like we're gonna start seeing everything start to like come together. Like we've had everything built up, and now it's just we're gonna see the blocks come together.
Good. Give us Secret Chiefs, please.
I mean, they talked about it quite a bit.
I mean, it's the natural continuation from the Transcendence, because the Transcendence get their power from the Secret Chiefs. Iwaz is acting hella sus. Like, can you believe like how much Iwaz is jobbing in GT? Like, it's crazy.
Bro,
He's turned into
real?
like Kakina 2.0. Like, he's a joke. He's a chicken. Like, he turned into a fucking chicken for a reason. Like, come on.
I think it's Kamachi setting up some sort of like he's trying to be like, that guy can't do anything. You don't have to worry about him. And then he's gonna come back and be like the ultimate big boss, and it's gonna be like, oh crap, forgot he was strong.
Literally, I think that's what he's going for. Yeah, I think Iwaz is pranking us all. I think he's probably jobbing on purpose. Iwaz has never taken things seriously since OT. I mean, he thought World War III was a joke. So, yeah, I think once the other secret chiefs get introduced, then we'll probably see the true Iwaz and what Iwaz is all about.
Because that's the only thing I can imagine the second half of GT being, unless he just brings in a whole new faction, like he did with the Transcendents, because they weren't particularly hinted at outside of, like, I guess Anna Springle. But
well, I hope these new secret chiefs are powerful, like true magic god status. CRC was a joke.
CRC was beyond true magic god. It was
Shut up, nerd.
summary.
This dude, bro, I swear.
I'm just saying, that's what Kamachi said.
No, you did not.
It's in the summary, so that's what Kamachi said.
Oh, no,
Send
not
me the
that
summary right
again.
now. Send me it right now. Send me it right now.
No,
Discord.
it's
the
the
summary with full context. With full context.
Hold
With
on,
full
hold on.
context, Malcolm.
This reminds me
the
of
summary?
people taking the GT 6 or 7 epilogue seriously, where Kamachi said, "Oh yeah, the Transcendence would survive NT8." And I'm just like, he's saying,
No.
"What if?"
No.
He's doing a hypothetical scenario. How do you not see it? It's the point is to differentiate their power from the magic god's power,
Which is higher. He's high.
Okay.
He's
No, it's
stronger.
not.
All right, hold on.
Transcendents are just cosplaying LARPers. I
Yeah,
mean, some of
and
them
in
are strong,
the Index
but...
universe, cosplaying and LARPing makes you stronger than a god.
Yeah, but how? Yeah, all the secret chiefs powering them up, so they're not stronger than the secret chiefs.
Yeah, but you haven't seen the super secret chiefs.
And what's a super secret chief?
They're the super secret chiefs. You don't know about it because they're super secret, not just normal secret.
Is Biagio the leader of them?
Oh, how do you know? My dad.
I don't know.
said
It's just a
so.
guess because it's Biagio.
Hey, what did you? Okay, so real
Him
question.
and Tara. Tara's there too.
Malcolm, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of when Misaka blew off Toma's arm? If we're just gonna skip to that part anyways.
Oh yeah, that
That was pretty metal.
Dude, that was so cringe. Was that supposed to be like a pun or something?
What? How was it cringe?
That was so metal.
That was
I don't know,
awesome.
that sounded like that. That sounded like a really bad like pun you're trying to make right there.
I mean, it's a pun, but it's also correct.
Yeah, you're right. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Nah, I like in my mind, like as I read that, I'm like imagining it animated and just being the coolest anime moment for the series.
That would be a pretty cool moment animated. Oh, too bad JC staff will never do it.
Literally,
like pray JC staff never does it. Give it to someone else, please.
Yeah, for real, right? Like a good animation studio.
JC staff couldn't make anything in World War III look cool, and that had all the coolest things happen. So what am I
Nerf
supposed to
Accelerator's wings, dude.
Bro, it's like, oh, I'm gonna just throw up a bunch of snow in the air, and Toma just runs through it. It's like, what happens? Where's the 1,000 wings that come from every direction? We get to see Toma grab one and deflect it and create a safe spot within them all.
Right?
And it's like, whoa, I was so excited to see it happen. And then the fight's like 20 seconds and he just punches, like Accelerator's punching Toma in the face. Toma died. Why is Toma alive? He just took a punch from Accelerator to the face. Toma should be dead. That didn't happen in the books. Accelerator's just wailing on Toma. I hated it, man. I hate Index 3. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh god.
I'm gonna be up all night now thinking about it again.
Just the fights. They ruined Toma versus Fiamma, and I'll never forgive them for that. Because that's my favorite Index fight of all time.
Yeah. the Super Mario jumping across a football field to punch Fuyama in the face.
Bro, how
what
does that
was
make
that?
sense? How?
Thomas doesn't do that.
It's impossible. Like, I'm not joking. There is like, I think there is like a line of text from the novel where like because initially they are fighting in like an enclosed room, I think, and then like the sulfur arrows then destroy like the roof of it or ceiling, and then like then there is a part where the room gets split in half, but come on, don't make it like a mile apart from each other and make them on pillars. Don't do that.
Yeah, it was just it jumped the shark so hard.
Just have a small crack between them.
At that point, just let Toma use the dragons. Like, if we're just throwing out whatever, that makes more sense than whatever happened in that fight there.
Nah, let's make the invisible thing visible and make it have the index grimoire effect.
Yeah.
You know, from the opening, why does it have the index grimoire pages in the invisible thing? Why? Who decided that? I never understood that. I was like, wait, are those the index like grimoire effects from like the opening? Like, what the fuck? Why are they eating the invisible thing? Like, did Kamachi approve that? Like, was it the invisible thing all along? Like, oh no, these aren't the grimoires. This is actually just Toma's inside just splurting on the screen in front of Index's face.
You're from an outside viewer who doesn't know that's not how it happened in the books, in your mind you're gonna be making the connection. Oh, Toma's right hand has something to do with the grimoires or something. Like, oh look, you can actually break down the magic of it because there's magic clearly right there.
This is tempting me to do like an everything wrong with Index 3 or everything wrong with that fight.
That'd be a good video.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that'd be quite a bit of an effort to do, but who knows?
I live in fear of the day when somebody's gonna like come out and be like, well, actually, Index 3 was secretly good and nobody understood how genius it was. Because that's something that just happens now with everything that was bad suddenly was like actually good and you're just too dumb to get it at the time.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I do occasionally see, even recently, that people that say, oh yeah, I really liked Index 3, and I'm like, yeah, fair. I mean, I enjoyed Index 3, but just because I enjoyed it doesn't make it good.
Yeah.
I like
right.
At first I was like enjoying it and I was like defending some of the things with it, but like as it went on, it's like slowly more and more feelings festered, and I was like, this didn't happen in the books. This doesn't even make sense. I read the book and even I don't know what's happening in this battle royale arc.
Yeah, I mean, I should rephrase it. I did enjoy it for the most part, but there were just moments where I'm like, oh, that's really disappointing. Like battle royale.
Man, anytime they gave an original scene, I was like mad at that original scene because it's like, oh, you didn't have enough time to do this important scene, but you could go ahead and give me a scene of Index and the old hag talking.
Misaka in the shower.
Misaka, that didn't even make sense. Like, why is she like in the shower now? Like, not even Kamachi was that horny. It was just supposed to be like a realization, like, it's just as powerful of a scene if she's just like looking at the phone in the after credits and she's like, he lost his memories? No, she has to be in the shower and be like, I'm depressed. He lost his memories as the water trickles down my naked body.
I think it would have been more dramatic if she was taking a massive dump instead. I think that would have been good.
Oh, yeah, just on the toilet.
Yeah.
Great.
If we're playing by those rules, why not?
Hey, bro, at least they got Accelerator's white wings correct and beautiful. Hey, at least they did that part right. That was fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, but they did Kakene's wings as CG, and it was stupid. It looked bad.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I need to talk about this actually. I know we're going off topic a bit, but like away from GT9, but I don't care.
We were on topic.
Well, or whatever. So, I made a video about like the Misaka versus Kakina fight recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally saw like 4 or 5 people saying his wings look good in Index 3, and I'm like, okay, whatever your opinion about that, but the dark matter is not even consistent. Either you need to make it all CGI for it to have the otherworldly effect that is the reason why it's defended, because, oh yeah, dark matter's from another world, so it needs to look otherworldly, so you do that by CGI. But then in World War III, you have the EQ dark matter suits having 2D dark matter against Hamazura. And then, like, how are you meant to have, if NT ever gets an anime, are we just going to make, like, Kahina entirely CG? He'd look awful if he was entirely, like, his entire body? Is that what we're going to do?
Not just that.
Rhinoceros
so, like, I think
beetle?
the biggest flaw with the, it's CG, so it looks more otherworldly argument is that would work if it wasn't JC staff constantly using CG wherever they could to begin with. Like, there's already so much CG in the series. You think I'm going to look at the wings and be like, whoa, those are otherworldly? No, because I just saw a car drive down the street 3 seconds ago, along with 50 CG civilians walking around. You want me to believe that that's not otherworldly?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're going to establish rules like CG equals otherworldly, you can't just abuse CG then. It's just shortcuts, which JC staff only knows how to do that with their modern anime. Because it saves time. Like, I get why they do it. But then you can't really utilize it for storytelling in that purpose.
Legit. But back to GT9. I'm sorry. Index 3 can wait.
What do you think of the laundromat scene?
What scene?
The laundromat scene.
Laundry?
Yeah, the laundromat.
Oh, was that when they were with the Transcendence?
Yeah. Toma's little, like, harem scene.
Oh, I was thinking, like, bro, what is this man talking about?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. I mean, that was fine. Why? What insight do you have to say about it?
I just think it's interesting that Toma has, like, a potential yandere transcendent harem member now. It's great. I can't wait to see Kamachi make use of that in storytelling.
Are you talking about Aradia or Mutphoebes?
Mephiebes.
Yeah.
Also, I just really like the black and white illustration of them all sitting behind Mephiebes making the faces. If you remember that, specifically good old Mary's face, she looks like the lady from Resident Evil 7 or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The tall vampire lady that everyone creamed their pants over.
Starts with a D. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Dimistrisu or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's the only scene I really stood out and I remembered from the back and forth fighting just before CRC showed up. And then did Mephiebes get just defeated off screen?
I think so.
Because it's just like, oh, she's going to be the last line of defense. And then she was like doing something. It cuts to her like doing whatever. Like, oh, I've got an idea. And then I don't think she ever shows up again.
Yeah, I think she did get defeated off screen, or she just bumped into CRC and then just got taken out.
Yeah.
Because like CRC just like, I think when it was the last stand against them on that, was it on like a highway or something? And they just get like blown apart. And they had that like, what was it? They had like fortress thing, that mech kind of.
Yeah, she was like building. She was like using the shadows of all like the airships or something. I can't even remember. But she was like creating like a super mech, and then I don't even remember it getting destroyed or anything. Like I don't remember it ever fighting.
Yeah, I think she got wiped out. Although she's still alive, because everyone's still alive in Index, because this is the series where you will get lots of fake outs, especially in GT. Fake out Testament. Actually, NT also had a lot of fake outs, so. But GT, oh my god. Were any of you annoyed that like none of the characters. Well, CRC might be dead, although considering how many fake outs were in this volume, I wouldn't like discount it. Did you get annoyed at like, oh yeah, Alice? I think it said like in the prologue, Alice, another Bible, was dead. Truly dead. Oh yeah,
Okay.
truly dead Kamachi. Truly dead. And then, oh yeah, by the power of the ley lines, I can come back and resurrect myself, but I can't restore my head.
Yeah,
and then
that
Kingsford.
Part, he's like, whenever I first saw her come back, I was like, I guess, you know what, it sort of makes sense that Alice could survive without a head. She's this all-powerful being. But then, like, I thought about it more. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it said she was, like, dead, though. Like, this doesn't really make sense. At the same
Truly
time.
dead.
If he had not said she was truly dead, I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense for a being like Alice. Like, her story arc clearly wasn't finished.
It's like she reversed one tap CRC.
Yeah. So I don't really know. Unless the Alice Another Bible that we knew, like that personality is dead, and this one is just like a pure like heartless destroyer. Maybe it could mean something like that. And people are saying in the chat that she got one-shotted from a distance. The Phoebes.
All I'm saying, man, is if Alice is back after one-shotting CRC, she better be very goddamn powerful in GT10. That's all I'm saying. I want some phase shifting. I want some ultra dimensionality type shit.
Well, I mean, we already know she could do all that, so I don't think that's...
Well, we know she can warp reality. I don't know
Yeah.
if she can, like, do phase shifting or anything like that.
Yeah, I guess it depends on... I don't know. I guess we still haven't really heard an explanation. For all we know, it could be phase manipulation.
True.
But
she is very powerful, though.
yeah.
We know it's to
Yeah,
do with the
I guess-
Kabbalah.
Hmm?
We know it's to do with like the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess hopefully we'll find out next. I can't imagine it like this going on more than just the next one. Alice stuff has to end next volume, right? It doesn't really make sense for Kamachi to, with how he normally paces things, to go beyond that, and it feels like we're already pretty good, like at a good point for the story to wrap up with the next volume.
Yeah, I agree.
What did you think of Anna's what's her name? The other Anna, not Springle.
Kingsford.
Oh,
Kingsford. What do you think of her like being alive and showing up?
Alive?
Oh, quote unquote alive.
When was she ever alive?
Wait, alive? Wait, what?
You know, it
She
was
is
another
not
fake
alive
out.
from a
It was the
certain point of
12th
view.
fake out of the book.
I don't know. She seems so useless against.
Well, she's like, oh, I gotta go and save those two because I guess Alice is about to just finish off Index and Othinus from how it ended there.
I don't know, man. I got so many mixed feelings with all these fake deaths and this one-tapping fodder, dude. And
I mean, I was sort of prepared for like the deaths. I thought they were gonna use good old Mary to bring Alice back, but they very early on were like, yeah, that's not gonna work. It won't work like that. So from there on, I sort of was prepared for any like quote unquote deaths to get good old married. So
Good old Mary's the problem, but
yeah,
Kingsford got friended because she got bisected.
yeah,
She
maybe
survived
good
getting
old Mary will
friended.
bring back Frenda.
yeah, right. That's a funny one.
No, I mean, if Kamachi's has a character like good old Mary, I feel like he's already got like a use for her specifically, like a grander purpose for her, probably within the next book or so.
Her purpose is to be written out a story, hopefully.
unironically, sort of that. I think she's gonna. I think she's there for like very specifically to bring back one person. I don't know who, but that's how I see her existence. Is she exists to be the finale to something.
But now that Alice is back, Alice can now recruit a new good old Mary if she wants to. So
Well, Alice needs a face to do anything.
I guess. Well, she's still gonna go berserk in Academy City, so
That
we'll have to
was
wait
like
and
a
see.
pretty creepy way that Kamachi was describing her like laughter.
True.
I felt like her appearance was cool. It's just some things were holding it back from really making sense.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw Alice coming back. I was like waiting for it, and I was like, "Yep, there it is." Oh god! But then there was also, guys, the moment in chapter 4 where the Misa duo got killed by CRC. Like, damn! Imagine if we saw that animated. Imagine like,
Bruh. Okay, I
The Misaka
remember
fans'
Misaki
reaction.
got like the back of her head blown out or whatever. And Misaka just sort of got thrown into a wall or something, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember.
you don't remember Misa dying for like 1 second?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Misuka getting thrown to a wall. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm trying to remember how her death was specifically, but I felt like it was sort of something as anticlimactic, or just she was thrown into a wall and got splatted like a bug or something, and then Misaki got like a special scene just for her death because Kamachi clearly favors Misaki these days.
Yep.
Because Misaki's clearly the end game. She's gonna end up with Toma after good old Mary fixes his memory loss.
What about Kuroko?
Who's Kuroko?
What do you mean?
Kuroko's gonna be like, the third wheel in the relationship. She'll be there after betraying
No, it's
Misaka.
the end goal. I see it. I think it'll happen. I believe in Kamikuro.
Yeah.
Kamikuro. If not Kamikuro, we'll have Index Toma, and then third Shoko.
You know what? We did forget to mention the real goat of the volume, though.
Heaven Counselor.
Face Doctor.
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew
Oh
it.
my god.
HC. What a legend. What did you guys think of like Toma's monologue to HC when he was in like the desperation dilemma
The one
mode?
where it looked like he was getting on his knees to. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good scene. It was really nice to see Heaven Chancellor sort of get to play this this sort of foundational role, I guess.
Yeah, he had a pretty prominent role in this volume,
yeah.
like more so than usual.
He was like a moral compass. And it was just, I don't know, it was really nice. I like Heaven Chancellor a lot. And I liked how he was able to fix Anna Springle with science or whatever. He's like, oh, I know how to cure the curse. We'll just get rid of all of her blood and put in new blood.
But
Well, as long as he had a match.
Yeah.
to answer your question, I love Toma's desperation. That long paragraph he said, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't remember everything he said in it, but I loved it a lot though. You don't see Toma break down as much, so like when you see it, I mean, hits hard. It's good character development. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it really brings you back to like in T9.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this volume, Toma has been at his strongest since like ND22R. Just from being put in that moral dilemma. I feel like he just because he became more desperate and he kind of tapped into those kind of emotions. I mean, he wanted to do good, but he was like edging ever closer to more of a dark side to him. And yeah, I feel like Alistair became more like Toma and Toma probably became more like KNT. And we did get a KNT cameo in chapter 3 briefly, which is crazy because now we know that, now we know that KNT is still alive and, basically is the voice in Toma's head that we've known about for a while.
Yeah. When I first read it, I didn't make that connection instantly. I sort of thought, oh wait, the dragon can talk, or the Dragon King specifically can talk. Because I thought that was the dragon itself saying, "Oh, I was about to pop out and do this." Which I guess I still don't really think we know what K and T's relationship with the dragon. Is he an embodiment of the dragons, or is he its own thing? Because I remember, if we're taking OT-22, whenever Toma's doing that whole scene, the way it gets described is right hand comes off, there goes Imagine Breaker. The invisible thing starts to come out, and Toma starts talking to it, and I guess we just assume that's KNT, right?
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be now.
Right. And then it describes, and then another power comes in, sort of pulls back that power, and then Imagine Breaker grows back again. So it sort of described a third power for an instant. I don't know if that third power was the dragons or something else entirely, or maybe it was just Imagine Breaker and it's just not very, which I like to assume it's not just Imagine Breaker being that third power. Yeah, it's hard to say, but it was a really cool scene. I liked seeing
literally
supposedly KNT.
Yeah, it's gotten me really invested in going back to the Dragon Strike from OT2 and Deep Blood, just seeing Toma like that, and OT22 as well. I think GT9 improves those moments massively, and it just makes me really hyped. Even Dragon Strike was always hyped, but now it gets me even more hyped when I know the conversations behind it. Okay, is this Toma just play acting in front of Izard? But the thing is, he should have been in so much pain, and we now know that, okay, the blood loss isn't a joke. He can actually die from the blood loss. So
yeah,
it had to be KNT influence over Toma or Dragon influence over Toma in that point to make him play act to that extent.
The original reasoning giving was Toma was probably in shock during it, but it was probably red herring.
Yes. I mean, the entire thing was a red herring, because it was oh, did Izard imagine the dragon? Oh, wait, no, he didn't. So, yeah. It was all just a prank.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's still scenes whenever Baggage City, I think, when Othinus ripped off the right hand and then just sort of soloed the invisible thing really quickly. I don't know. It's still so... I feel like we still don't really know enough about how it works.
Yeah, we kind of need to know, okay, why does the invisible thing come out instead of the dragons, and vice versa.
And what basis does it even work? Because if Othinus could solo it imperfectly, then... But then it'll also, scare the crap out of...
Fuyama.
Whatever his name is. Not Fuyama.
Kamisato?
What's Kamisato.
Yeah. I mean, so, I really love the OT2 moment. Not OT2, OT22. Now that we know that Toma rejected that power for a reason, because it seemed odd, because he could use that power to defeat Fuyama, so why did he do it? Why was he so adamant on using his own strength? Why was he so adamant, willing to use Imagine Breaker when he knew how powerful Fuyama was and had become?
Yeah. And not just that, just seeing how powerful it was, it also brings back the Othinus thing I just mentioned. We could see it literally warp physicality around Toma to oh, the hospital's falling apart. It'll just shift things. I don't remember how Kamachi described it, but like the cement's coming down, and then like instead of like landing and destroying stuff, it's somehow like phasing from one spot to another and like taking a different form. It was just I can't even remember how he worded it. I'll have to look and see how he worded it. But there was just like, it was almost like reality shifting in and of itself.
Right, yeah. I feel like we haven't talked enough about the fight in Chapter 4. Like...
The fight was badass, and he got a lot of new hacks and abilities.
Yeah, so it's like custard or gelatin, the hospital's walls and ceilings had separated themselves to the left and right to avoid Kamijo's attack, including the beds, the medical equipment, and the wiring in the walls. It had all forgot its original texture, spread apart at the center like a slime, and then reconnected like nothing had happened. It was like the building itself had a mind and a life of its own. Christian Rosencruz drew on his vast wisdom to instantly explain it. This was not creation or destruction. It was, did you command it? The intimidation of the crowned Dragon King not can command all living things, but also all inanimate objects. Those words carried a deeper meaning than it initially seemed, and not just the silly risk of CRC himself obeying the commands if he got careless. Stray shots, hostages, other lives. With this ultimate power, Kamijo wouldn't have to worry about any of that, which meant there truly was no one in the world who could stop Kamijo Toma after this monstrous transformation. Yeah, that.
The power scalers are going wild!
Trust me, man. I tried everything I could, and nothing was coming up, man. All we got were hacks. No, like, nothing. I mean, nothing more can. I mean, there's nothing more you can really add to his power scaling.
Yeah, I mean, you're fighting somebody who Toma is now able to fight with this specific power. He could. Okay, think Battle Royale arc, right? Whenever Accelerator and Kakane were fighting, and Accelerator's just trying to protect everybody during the fight. In Toma's case, he could literally just do that fight without worrying about anything. Like, skyscraper in the way, doesn't matter. I'm just going to tell it to not be in the way, and I will just simply not destroy it or kill people or anything. It's like the ultimate I can do whatever I want and nothing matters card.
I think it's impressive he can command... Well, it says he can command all living and inanimate things.
Yep.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Maybe he can command phases.
Yeah, I mean,
it
it's
is
possible.
an inanimate thing. Technically speaking, he could.
I mean, if a phase is like everything is a collection of phases, so like a phase for water, a phase for cement, a phase for the sky, whatever, however it was described in NT. Like, so theoretically, this could be like, okay, I am controlling the phase in which this cement wall exists to simply not destroy it. The phase where these wires exist to simply not destroy them. And they'll just sort of morph around. It's... I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Pretty cray-cray.
And what did you guys think about, like, the dragon actually leaving the arm and actually has, like, a proper physical
Dude, he's got
body?
like a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
That light beam.
I think it's sort of like, it was still like attached to Toma, but at the same, it was sort of like Toma's right hand was like an umbilical cord.
Yeah, yeah.
Still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Technically, now he has like a ranged attack to nullify things, technically speaking.
Yeah, and
That's pretty cool.
the mouth of the dragon is basically a void that removes anything it eats from the world. And when Index says the world, it means like the physical universe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Malcolm. Were you confused? So I talked to Aeon about this. Were you confused when what was it? The part, Aeon? It was like the 2-centimeter silver balls came out, and like there was like purple gas and everything, or what was that?
Oh,
one
you
scene
mean
again, dude?
you mean the purple breath?
Yeah, the purple breath. Dude, that confused me, man.
Purple breath.
It was the poison because it didn't really describe what it was, but I went back and had a look, and it was basically the dragon's poison breath because it had like a bunch of different attacks, and that was one of them. That was what happened when CRC summoned like
a brutal purple breath from the dragon. Mutual death was
Yeah.
fine by him.
Yeah, that's what happened when CRC like summoned like the 3 or 4 numerous shells, or however you say them. But
Stone Tool.
because the reason why I figured it out, well, it's pretty obvious. Purple, okay, purple's a poisonous color. You could say it is obvious, but like when CRC like commented, oh yeah, this is just like your Mungand or your Munganda from Norse mythology. Like that dragon from Norse mythology uses like a poison breath or purple breath. So
What's the question about it?
no,
I was just
Othinus
wondering
was
if you
just
were
like,
if you were confused. Yeah, I was just like kind of like making a statement, but I
Oh,
also
with
didn't
just
know. Yeah, if you were just
the name
confused
drop?
by it. Yeah, because like I got super confused by like what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah, anytime I see that kind of thing, I'm like, up, Kamachi's info dumping random gods again. I'll Google it later.
Interestingly, there is a memo gremlin called Jormungandr, and in the abilities, this memo gremlin does have a poisonous breath ability. So,
Oh,
there we go.
oh,
There we go.
Yeah. But thing is, there were so many like gremlin members that didn't have like official illustrations that were just like around in NT8 that were just fighting random people off screen. That like Hell and the real Loki, not Utgarda Loki, the fake one. There are like a lot of them.
You mentioning Gremlin just like reminded me of
our
what's
Discord
her
server.
name?
Oh,
Yeah, totally that. It reminded me of Marion. What was it? Slinganair?
Yeah.
Whenever like Toma defeated her, he like left her his phone number or whatever, so she could call him for when she needs help or whatever. I don't think Kamachi ever did anything with that.
Wow, yeah. If I'm being real with you, I can't remember that.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see the Gremlin show up again at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
4 comeback? Oh my god, there's gonna be people are gonna cream their pants on Twitter if 4 comes back.
you know, I still got some friends who are waiting for Mr. Fiyama to show back up. I haven't talked to Mr.
It's a lost cause now. Like another opportunity to show him in hospital, but no. Instead, Kamachi was like, "Nah, I'm gonna show Ogami, and I'm gonna tease him more being Aihana."
Yeah, right.
Did anyone else think Aihana was kind of sus in this volume?
Aihana?
Oh, Aogami.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, they're the same person,
Alright.
aren't they? So.
Oh yeah. I thought his moment here was cool. Like I was like, dang, Sigma male Ogami.
What? When he was like being a fervent, unlike, was it like a patient and a daughter?
He was like standing in the way
God.
of the girl and the mom, and he was like
Oh yeah.
putting himself up as a human shield, sort of. And I was like, oh man. And he also like helped Toma during his character evaluation. No, I mean he was cool in this volume. I still can't say. I wouldn't call him sus though. I mean, it was sus that he was at the hospital still. Because he like burned his hands, and Toma's already been to like California since then, and he was worse for wear. So I don't know if Ogami should even still be there, or if this frog-faced doctor just doesn't care that much about Ogami.
He's not letting him go out into the public. That's why. He's too much
Maybe
of a
he's
threat.
just there so they can talk shop about nurses.
Literally. Yeah, because didn't Heaven Counselor say that the only reason why he was in the hospital was because of the nurses?
Yeah, he was into the nurses.
Yeah. Based. Although, yeah, I mean, come on, District 7, it's got Terma's house and Alistair's. Well, used to be Alistair's place, windowless building, but.
Yeah.
Nope, it's just the nurses. But the reason why I say like Agami's a bit sus is because like when Toma was seeking the wisdom of Aogami, if you can call it that. What a moment. Like he did answer like Toma's question kind of seriously about like what he should do. Like, okay, you should prioritize like the ones you love and that.
Yeah. The motivation itself is the suspect part.
Yeah, because initially he was like answering it quite seriously, but then he like flipped to like the Moe stuff, and it like, oh, that seemed a bit. I get it's Aogami, but I don't know. He started that sentence off seriously, and it felt like, oh, I have to remind myself I need to be weird.
Yeah. The thing I mentioned earlier with Marion. I double-checked the wiki, and it does say Toma writes his cell phone number on a piece of paper and sticks it in the pocket of Marion's overalls. And then that's basically their last interaction, and she never shows up again after that. So Kamachi did set up a bridge for Gremlin to somewhat return in the future.
Toma is.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like a situation where it's like, oh yeah, all the Avengers come together against the Secret Chiefs? We're going to get Kamisato's crew, we're going to get ex-Gremlin members, we're going to get Ulris's group.
My guess is after the Transcendence stuff next book, we'll probably get some sort of like filler book for GT11 in the same way that NT11 with Misaki was somewhat like fillery.
That's not filler!
Yeah, dude, what are you talking about?
You're a hater.
It didn't play a specific like role with that following arc.
You didn't play a role with that following arc.
Huh?
What?
I mean with Misaki specifically.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Good, because I was like, what is he talking about? Did I forget?
No.
So I sort of think we'll probably get like GT11 will be something fillerish. Like it'll maybe set up some minor things or some like sort of place characters where Kamachi needs them in the future. But I imagine GT12 and onwards. I can imagine Gremlin contacting Toma and then setting us up for the Secret Chiefs. If I had to, based off what we have right now, I could imagine that being what we go into next. Unless we get...
You think we'll get another right-hand user? Just show up at the blue?
That...
Another Kamisato?
No, it's how we get some left-hand users, you know?
Of course.
Or maybe Kamachi will save the Secret Chiefs for Revelations Testament.
I don't know if he saves them for Revelations Testament or whatever's next. They better be damn powerful, like damn powerful.
I don't know. I mean, Transcendence came out of nowhere, and they're already pretty crazy.
Yeah, I guess.
So that Kamachi will just be like, I don't want to use Secret Chiefs yet. Here come the bridge, not the bridge, like the tower of cabal or something crazy random, and people will be like, whoa, he must have researched 200 hours just to invent this random thing.
Yeah, I also think he could like introduce. Well, he kind of has done. He's teased them here and there, but like the Phalemic gods. I don't know if those would be counted as secret chiefs or not. Like Hadit, Nuit, and Rahor-Kadit, or whatever they're called.
Or we're gonna return to form, and it's time for Toma to go back to church and just fight God. It's time for just God to appear. The Judeo.
It'd be like the moment where you thought Jesus was coming back in GTA.
Whenever, bro, that was like such a fake out. Talk about fake outs. It's like Toma's like he doesn't really know English, but he sort of reads it, Kri, and I was like, Christ, because it's like, oh, we're gonna bring back like the guy, the man, bring back the guy who's famous for being like self-sacrificial and stuff, and it's like Chris. The guy, like the most famous, self-sacrificial for their beliefs person ever that would perfectly fit within the transcendence, like, scope. They're gonna bring back Jesus. Christian Rosencruz. And it's like, what? He was the self-sacrificial guy?
I just want Toaru Jesus to be built like Korean Jesus, like the Korean Jesus statue where he's like really ripped.
Jack Jesus.
Because he's the OG saint. Yeah. So he has to be like proper ripped.
See, Toma would be a right hand user. Or Jesus would be a right hand user.
Yeah, he'd be like Fiamma on steroids.
Yeah.
Be like Fiamma with the gains.
If Fiamma
hit the gym.
But I mean, if he goes past Secret Chiefs, the only thing I can imagine left for him to do is just like straight up, it's time for Toma to fight the angels and God.
Yeah,
Heaven
that's pretty
speed run.
cool.
Yeah, we already saw what one angel was capable of, so we still got 3 more popular archangels left, and then you got like Metatron and stuff, so
They got soloed by Alistair.
Yeah, but this is different because Jesus will be there, and he'll be like, I forgive you of your sins, Alistair, and Alistair will start crying.
It does make me wonder though, like, would we ever get like some of the more culty like organizations or anything in Index, or some more controversial choices? I don't know.
Westboro Baptist Church magic.
God, could you imagine? like Scientology as well. Like I'm pretty sure if Scientology found out about Index, they'd probably get sued. Like Kamachi would get sued. But the thing is, like L. Ron Hubbard was like a follower of Alistair during his later years. Like he knew Alistair like 2 years before he died. They were just doing like drugged up sex magic and shit. And he stole a lot of concepts from Flamer for Scientology. So yeah. it could happen. Just saying.
I mean, maybe we'll get to see. Actually, I would like to see Kamachi use cults, like actual cults.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah, because I mean, that seems like an easy way for like some magician to get a bunch of powers to convince a bunch of people they're God, and then through idol theory, they would hypothetically become one, right? So.
Yeah. I think Kamachi should go the route of exploring more the Phalemic groups that came from like Alistair's ideology specifically, because he's talked about like the Golden Dawn and the Golden Dawn offshoots, but not about like, okay, what happened to Alistair's followers, and then like the AA and what's the one called?
Anonymous, the most powerful magic guy.
No. What's the other Phalemic group called? I'll Google it. But yeah, just it'd be cool to learn more about Alice's like OG followers that weren't like Espers, but even then, like none of the Espers really knew about Alistair apart from his name, and not that he was a magician or anything. But I'm just curious, like, because the way Kamachi's presented Alistair is that he's pretty much universally hated. Even though he did have followers, like, all of Britain hated him. Well, I would like to see some of the polemic offshoot groups that probably would be a mixture of science and magic as well, because I guess he had the science
like
stuff from the Fleming Temple of Sicily. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see Toma to end up on a cult island where they all have their submachine guns. And he's got to go and find the cult leader. It's just something insane. Actually, that would just be a plot from Heavy Object.
Ah, yes, it's Otto. Ordo Templi Orientis. There we go.
All right, that one, of course.
Yeah, it's mainly the AA and Otto that are the Fleming groups that were around during Alice's time and after. So, if you want to join a cult, there you can. Then you can learn real Toaru magic and engage in sexed up orgies, if that's what you're into.
Why did you join this cult? I'm a big Toaru fan. I wanted to see how Vital Theory would work here.
How did you first learn about Alistair? Oh yeah, this random Japanese novel, which is an anime. That'd be funny as hell.
Wait till you hear what he did to Aleister Crowley. I mean, Aliston. I mean...
Oh yeah, literally. I don't know how well they take that. I don't know. I don't know if they're like open to mocking Alistair. I mean, he's technically seen as a prophet, but I don't know if they're like strict over his representation in media. God knows. I know Scientology are like, if you make fun of L. Ron Hubbard, you're a suppressive person.
Yeah.
No doubt, I'll be one after this podcast, and someone sends it to Scientology, and they'll hunt me down.
YouTube's a member of Scientology, and your account's done after this podcast.
Oh shit! But better hide.
Yeah.
Better hide from Lord Xenu.
Go to the Tower of London. Big Ben. Hide out there. You'll be safe. The nuns will protect you.
Tower of London and Big Ben are two different things, Mal.
I don't care. They're all the same to me. Boring.
God. Learn about our culture.
But then I want to be able to eat good food.
That's a myth. We have great food in the UK.
Y'all don't put spices on your
Yo, that's
food.
some BS. Ron went to the UK before.
Spices is...
What do you mean spices? We got fucking curries.
Man, y'all took over all the world for spices and then just proceeded not to use any of them.
Even in a chip shop, you can get curry sauce. Like,
it's just
explain
curry
that.
Sauce. Snore.
Well, yeah.
That's the only
Only bloody spices. There's your bloody spices.
I was watching this video because I have a habit of watching videos of people trying like Southern cuisine, like foreigners trying Southern cuisine, right? And this English guy, he's like, all right, so I'm making some Southern gravy and biscuits, sausage gravy and biscuits. And he like makes it, right? And he's like, here's my wife, she's gonna try it, and she's like, you put pepper in this, you know pepper's too spicy. And it's like, bro, it's pepper, black pepper. Yeah, I'm just saying y'all's representation online does not help y'all beat the allegations.
But, well, right. Okay, you can't say anything about our cuisine, especially when you just mentioned American gravy. Like, what is that? Like, if I Google American gravy, it looks like my dog who's just been sick on a plate. Like, come on.
Yeah. It doesn't
like,
matter.
Our gravy is actually the right colour. It's brown, and it's from, like, the fucking, like, stock from the animals and
See,
shit.
this is why y'all don't have good food. It's because y'all are not willing to experiment.
I mean, they got fish and chips.
Yeah, but those were both created by the Germans, and then they just put them on a plate together and said they made it.
Oh, wow. Talking about the melting pot country where everyone came from Europe.
We have an excuse to be like, oh yeah, hamburgers. Yeah, the hamburger steak came from Germany.
Italian pieces.
Put it on the buns, baby.
Okay, Malcolm. So I just looked up on Google.
There's no buffaloes
British
left
foods.
for you to actually get real American cuisine anymore.
Hold on a second, buddy. Hold on a second. and it said, "What are traditional British foods?" And it says, "A full breakfast, roast dinner, fish and chips, toad in the hole, and shepherd's pie."
Oh, don't forget the blood pudding.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Traditional British desserts include trifle,
Blood pudding is mint.
scones, apple pie, sticky toffee pudding, and Victoria's
Oh
sponge
yes.
cake.
Oh yes. We love
He
sticky
said,
toffee
"Oh,
pudding.
yes." Cheddar cheese
beautiful.
also
Fucking banging, mate.
famously originated in the village of Cheddar in Somerset. I don't know what that is. It's probably a city or town or village or whatever. And
Yeah,
British.
some southern settlement no one cares about.
some village. Potatoes, oats, wheat, barley, cabbage, turnips, and various fruits that are native to the UK. Huh, no spices.
That's crazy.
Well, how are we going to get spices when we're like nearly adjacent to Scandinavia and Iceland?
Damn.
Riddle
Oh
me
no,
that.
that's the Indians live over there.
Riddle me that. We had to invade other countries to get
You were just
spices for a
right.
reason.
Yeah, and yet you never used any of them.
What do you mean you never used any of them?
Your big meals use spices.
All right, okay, it's a bit hard to transfer spices from like Middle East or Asia from you have to go through
we live in the
Suez, but Suez
21st
wasn't always a
century.
thing.
I still ain't
We
using
live in
them.
the 21st century.
Right, what do you mean? All right, 21st century. Okay. Well, as I said, we've got curry sauce in every bloody chippy up and down the country. There's your spice.
Dang, they only have curry. That's the only
What's wrong with
spice they
curry?
have.
Curry's mint.
It's just, you know,
I love
need
it. I
some,
like
like,
curry.
you need some
I like curry
slap
too.
your mama. That's some good spice right there.
Bro, what the fuck?
But the
Slap
thing
your
is,
mama, that's
I do
Great
agree.
size
A lot of British people can't handle spice. They're allergic to spice. Apart from like the hardcore like ones who go to like the curry houses and Indian restaurants that actually like a jalfrezi or vindaloo and go on a toilet for like 10 hours. Those ones they can handle spice, but like majority
If
of
I'm not
us
mistaken,
are wimps. Go to
curry's
Nando's and
really
you have like
popular
lemon
at
and herb.
bars now, right? They've become really popular at pubs, right? Curry.
Yeah. A lot of pubs do curry
See,
or
oh,
yeah.
That just tells me that the only way y'all can enjoy spice on your food is if you're drunk while you do it.
No. We just drink with anything we do. It's just how we work.
All right, everybody, we're talking about this because this actually plays an important role in Index.
Yeah, no,
British
honestly,
spice.
screw Index. I'm defending my country's cuisine wholeheartedly.
The British Patriot Podcast.
Hell yeah. Actually, to be honest, our country's a mess at the moment, so I can't act like a patriot. Like we're in the dumps. We are in the dumps. So yeah, just put it out there.
So yeah, GT9. Oh, there's my dog. GT9. What a good book.
Is that how you're getting back to it? All right. I want to address something Othinus said at the beginning of the podcast. Like, he didn't like CRC. I am a CRC enjoyer, or should I say JVA, our boy Johan. So I was a bit confused about his character at first, because initially we thought, he's going to be a genocidal maniac. He'll be like a human Kuronzon. But no, he's just focused on, like, solely Anna Sprengel, really. Like, he just dicks around. He doesn't really care too much about killing others apart from Anna. I mean, he will do if he's like bored enough, but he's just very eccentric. Like, he's a bit of an anomaly. But then we learn,
he's like
he's just
slightly more focused Alice, because Alice has a similar trait. Right? She has no like actual goal that she wants to do, so whatever is interesting to her at the time is sort of what happens. And
yeah,
he was sort of like that, but had a goal in mind.
He's kind of like the opposite to the Transcendents, who they basically LARP as a character, and then they try to fully embrace it and everything that character is about. But CRC, he does like the opposite. He takes upon the role that he created himself, but because like he doesn't like how CRC, he thinks he's like the creator of CRC, and then a lot of like, if you look at the Rosicrucian text and that, there's been a lot of text about Christian Rosenkreutz that are from like anonymous authors and that. And I think over the course of time, he didn't like agree with how CRC was portrayed or how everyone perceives him. And then he's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to take this character and just completely just derail that and just destroy like the member of the Rosicrucian cabal that exists in this world, just because I don't want someone like that to exist because they ruined my character. I think that's like a really unique concept for a villain, and I like how it contrasts from the other Transcendents.
He's his own number one hater.
Yeah, it's kind of funny in that way. It's like it's like the authors like who or people who make films or something, and they get like people making fan fictions of it, and then the fan fictions become more popular than their own work, and then they're like, screw it, I'm gonna make this character horrible.
In a way, whenever we got the reveal for CRC, like, oh yeah, he was actually so and so, I I sat for a minute, I thought that makes way too much sense, and I don't know how I didn't like consider this possibility before, because like every other Transcendent is not who they say they are. Like they're all they're all formerly someone else. So it's weird, like just based off his like introduction.
Yeah,
I guess
although
I never like took a minute to think, well maybe there was something like relating him to the Transcendents more thematically than what I originally thought.
Yeah, although we didn't know he was a Transcendent at first, we just thought, okay, this guy probably is the real CRC that has been summoned. Still, I don't know how they got confused. I don't know. They just, I guess CRC, like it's weird because like I guess CRC didn't actually exist, or did he? Like this is, I'm confused a bit, but
didn't exist. I mean, nobody in the Transcendents actually existed, and I mean, based off what we know in real life, that's how it is here. Is like, oh yeah, he didn't exist. We can trace him back to an origin, right? And that's how it is for every other Transcendent. Is like, okay, we can somewhat trace them back to an origin point that isn't like a person named Alice, a person named Bologna Succubus, right? Or a person named Aradia. And that's how it is in the real world for him, right? Like, oh, we know he has like an origin, like as a fictional character, but I never made that like connection, like, oh crap, wait, that's actually how it is for all the Transcendents.
Yeah. And I have to bring this up because it does beg the question, what's the deal with Anna Sprengel? Because we did have like Dion and Mina going on a little side quest to Nuremberg to try and find out like the origins of Anna Sprengel, like at the original like temple over in Germany where the German version of Golden Dawn started, and then the letter was sent. We all know the story with Westcott, and I don't think they came to like a, well, I guess they did come to a conclusion, but it wasn't like stated, and it kind of like coincided with
I completely forgot about that
CRC stuff. Yeah, so I think this pretty much confirms that Anna is also cosplaying. So it's but the question is like, how did this come about?
How did Anna come about? Or...
Well, just like, well, Anna Sprengel in the way that, okay, this girl who became Anna Sprengel somehow got to that point. I mean, didn't we have like another volume prior where it was like went through her origins a bit in like the between the lines sections? So maybe that could be worth a reread. But yeah, it makes me wonder. Like this is the question we all have about the Transcendents now is like how, like especially the time before Alice was around. How did they become this, and how does it all work? I guess to contact the Secret Chiefs, but what is the answer? Like how, like why? Just why did they exist? I guess is what I'm trying to ask or say. What is their purpose? What is their greater purpose? I guess.
And we're just looking at just Anna's greater purpose, or just Transcendence.
Well, I mean, Anna Sprengel's been the one who's been there since end of NT. Like she's I feel like discovering the mystery behind her is also discovering the mystery behind Iwaz in the way, because we all know that Anna Sprengel is
her stated
supposedly,
motivation in
Iwaz.
GT8, all she really said was she was looking for like a king or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about like if the secret chiefs are pulling the strings, then what are they planning to do with the transcendence? Is what I'm kind of gather at, or like what is their origin in the sense that we're gonna give humans our power and then they're gonna cosplay as these characters and we're just gonna let them do that. Like why? what is going on there? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I really don't know. The secret chiefs are we have so little information. The last thing they said in Between the Lines 4 before it like cut off with whatever that was happening in Germany was just ugh, is this for real, mistress? Yes, as much as I would prefer not to believe it, it appears so, and that's all we know. Like, even I don't think Kamachi's going to give us anything, and I don't think we're going to like really put things together. Like, I get the feeling we're going to like hear something about the secret chiefs, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, actually, now that I think about it, in OT 14 they actually mentioned this character for half a sentence, because that's how it goes for like literally everybody. Is Anna Sprengel, actually she was mentioned like way over here back in OT or whatever, or early NT, and it's like it'll probably be something like that where we're just not even gonna make any connections until we get something slightly concrete. And the closest thing we have to anything concrete is Iwis, who is the least concrete character in the series.
Legit. By the way, Othinus, I'm sorry we have rambled on without you.
No, you're good, dude. You're fine, man. I've just been listening.
Taking it all in.
Yeah.
Do you have a theory about Anna Sprengel or anything? Or your thoughts?
Honestly, not really, man. It's just I'm just kind of like the whole entire time you were talking, I was mainly just thinking of
Aradia?
Secret Chiefs, honestly. Well, I mean, yes, but
Or Aradia this volume. She's getting Itsuwa'd in that, like, she's here for a bit, like really important character for a few volumes, and now all of a sudden she's getting less lines, and it's seeming like she's just gonna get put in Kamachi's toy box.
Ooh, that's true.
She's still acting pretty teasy towards Toma, though.
Yeah, but she didn't get nearly as much screen time as she did in the past volumes. It's like what happened with Itsuwa. Like, I'm having Itsuwa PTSD.
Itsuwa PTSD. I hope it doesn't go that way.
By the way, from the afterward, Kamachi said that Toma like using or forcing the dragons out in this situation was kind of like cheating, and I think he implied it won't happen again. Like, do you guys think that we'll see the dragons anytime soon after this? Because I'm just wondering, because like we got another similar situation to at the end of GT8 where we got like a powerful enemy that's going berserk in Academy City, assumedly, and now it was CRC, and now it's going to be Headless Alice. How are they going to stop Headless Alice? I know we said this about CRC, but like surely the dragons are something going necessary again.
The way I see Kamachi doing it is it'll be through like an emotional plea from Toma, since that's sort of though Kamachi's already sort of set up that sort of connection between Toma and Alice on a emotional, more personal level than like, CRC ever had with Toma. So I think we're just gonna get a talk no jutsu.
Talk no jutsu. I love it.
Ending. I don't know. Maybe good old Mary will make Alice's head grow back, and Toma will be like, "You got eyes and ears. Now listen to my voice. You're not bad. You're actually a good guy, and my friend." And She'll be like, "Ooh woo, I'm your friend."
Well, honestly, oh man, I would just like to see more. Like you already know, like my thoughts, man, Aeon. But I like for Malcolm. I just want like I want more, dude. Like I want more power. Like CRC is cool and he's strong, so is Alice. But like,
Oh, this is just your inner power scaler talking.
you're right, it is, and I want more.
I need more hacks so I can
I
go
need
and
more-
debate about them.
Yeah, I need more videos for my. I need more content for my videos, bro.
I need to explain why.
You just had
Othinus
Dragon
Solo
Toma go
Starlink
ape
team
shit.
from SCP.
I do. I haven't. I don't like. Dude, people are telling me to use Toma because of his new hacks, and I'm sitting here like, bro, who do I put him up against? I don't know, dude.
Toma versus the SCP
Issei?
Foundation. Exactly.
Dude, maybe I should do that. Oh, such a good one. Maybe I will. I like that idea. Pretty solid.
You could put him against Issei from High School DxD because they both use dragon powers.
Oh, please don't.
Right arm.
I freaking hate that series so much.
But
Hmm.
Akeno.
The balls to do what the creator of that like little sister, what was that one little sister? It was like a High School DxD clone, but it was like his little sister, stepsister was like
Can't
a
be this
demon.
cute. Oh no.
No. I was hoping somebody in the comments would know. Wait, I gotta Google it. It's straight up, like it starts off as just generic ecchi High School DxD clone, and then like partway through the series, like in the later volumes, it's actually just straight up becomes porn.
Someone's saying Devil Testament.
Devil Testament, yeah,
Piero,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah, the volumes for that book later, Sister Devil, Testament of a Sister New Devil. That's it. Thank you.
Ah, that anime.
Yeah,
That one.
it's just like sort of a High School DxD ripoff for a bit, or like it's very clearly like.
It's very similar, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the books, I saw somebody mention it on Twitter. I was like, no way, and I like checked and like, yeah, partway through the books, just it actually becomes erotica, like straight up writing porn scenes in the books. Like the illustrations are just hentai. Have the balls to do that. Generic ecchi stuff. Snore. Get up to Testament of Sister New Devil level. Just actually write porn. No, I just hate the protagonist. It's just one of those cases where it's annoying pervert protagonist gets rewarded
Yeah,
for
no, I
being
get it.
annoying.
Isn't that Toma though?
Toma's not like a pervert though. Like he has like, oh, he's a teenager, so yeah, he has like slight perverted tendencies. Like, oh, he'll talk about the best kind of bunny girl. But he's not like, it's not like he's
not Aogami.
right?
Yeah. Issei's
He's
Aogami.
like, he's like reasonable level of like, yeah, I can imagine a high schooler being this perverted, right? But not, it's not hyper pervert. That's just like the only thing on his mind is how much of an incel he is.
Chat, I was using my fake voice for a reason. I don't believe it. Don't worry.
But yeah, I don't like High School DxD is the point I am getting to. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I was just saying because of both dragons' right arms, so. But
yeah.
I honestly don't know if Issei's like on Toma's level, probably by in the series, or I don't know. God knows. Who knows? Not me. But yeah, there's definitely a lot to talk about with GT9. Especially the dragons.
Absolutely. It was GT9, there's a lot to talk about, but a lot of it is like front loaded and back loaded in the volume. And there's a whole lot of like sort of scenes that aren't really like most of the early battle scenes, where it's just Toma getting knocked out over and over again. The first half of the book is a bit slow, and then it picks up in the second half. And that's where all the stuff that's really worth talking about is.
Yeah. I think I just didn't like chapter 2 all that much. I think I like chapter 1. I think that was a decent introduction. It set the stakes quite well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the character development moments were really good, and like the very opening scene was really good. But a lot of that other stuff was sort of like, meh, hurry up and get to the plot. The important plot.
The important plot.
Well,
yeah.
What did you guys think about, like, sorry?
I was just asking if there was anything we missed in the book. As we were talking.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna like mention what you guys think of like CRC's magic. I mean, it's kind of like a mixture of all the Rosicrucian stuff we've seen so far.
Yeah, well, he was just sort of, or like his big main thing was like he was flicking a projectile or whatever.
Yeah, it turned out to be like a diamond. It turned out like be a Saint Germain kind of like on steroids kind of thing. So it's very similar to like Alice Sprengel kind of stuff. And then you could use Citrinitas as well, like the sand, which basically, what does it like make you disappear or something?
Yeah, the thing from Los Angeles.
Yeah, and then of course the numerous shells, summon weapons.
Yeah, I mean, he did a whole lot, but like he was just he was a 1-volume villain, so like there was a lot he did, but it's hard to really look at any of it and be like, there will be long-standing consequences or important power scaling coming from this specific character. It was just sort of a case of like a jack of all trades, right? And sort of a master of all at the same time. Jack of all trades, master of all. But I didn't really feel like... It's not like a magic god where you like see their powers and it's like, whoa, manipulating the phases. This will be important later. Even though he's stronger than all the magic gods, true magic gods, as we know.
No. Trying to think if I missed anything. Is there anything you guys want to bring up?
All the important parts. I don't know. I'm just scrolling through all the scenes. I think the only thing we didn't really talk about is when Alistair got into the fight with CRC.
Yeah.
There's the final scene by Toma's bedside with Anna.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a good point, because, like, for next volume, how long will it take for Toma to recover? Is it going to be like a situation like in OT-16 where he got, obliterated by Aqua, and then he had to, like, force himself out with his injuries to try and, help out? Or will he be able to recover really quickly and then be all right to try and talk or snap Alice out of it?
I guess it's a question of what are they going to try and achieve with Alice here? Because, like, what's their goal now that CRC's gone, right? Like, do they have a reason to go straight into attack mode?
That's good. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends if Alice is going to tear up stuff like off the bat. Because, well, we knew Accelerator wanted to get rid of the Transcendence. He basically was declaring war on them. He sent like Clipper after them and trying to get him kicked out of the city. But then CRC came along and completely derailed things. And okay, CRC is not a priority. But yeah. I know. I think we're going to see the Jabberwock, which is like the ugly dragon thing from Alice Through the Looking Glass or the poem. I think we'll definitely see that. That must be a trump card. It has to be.
Yeah.
Right now, Alice is sort of just on a leash at the moment, right? Like not literally, but figuratively by what's his face, whose name I can never remember.
Random
the guy
letters,
with the hat.
Trismegistus.
Yeah. Because right now, I mean, Alice has no goals whatsoever. She doesn't even have a brain.
God.
So I don't know. Tread that guy. Tread. Like it had him like by her side, so it's seemingly like he's acting as sort of the guardian at the moment. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna necessarily like just jump right into more action with the next book. It really just comes down to what will their response be to Anna Kingsford saving Index and Othinus. Because it could very well be like, oh, this will be a pain. We'll just retreat for now. Trez Magaga will say, and will be held off for another book or something. I don't know. We just don't have... Literally anything could happen. It's all up in the air.
That is very true.
Still, I'm pretty excited for what's to come. And if you were to rate this volume out of 10, guys, what would you give it?
It had a lot of the stuff I like. An 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I'd say an 8. 8's pretty good. I actually really enjoyed this novel. What about you, Alan?
I think I gave it an 8.5 out of 10 in my review.
Yeah, because what was before this book? What was your highest rated volume of GT?
Oh, either GT3 or GT6.
So, what would you have rated those?
Oh god, I have to go back to my reviews. I think I gave GT3 a 9 or 10, and I gave GT6 similar. Probably a 9 for GT6.
Did you feel that they were better than GT9?
Thing is, I feel like GT9 has the better moments. Like, it's got the most hype moments, but I feel like in terms of like the overall writing quality, there's parts of GT9 that lets it down a bit. And I feel like GT6 has like a lot of strong themes to it. I really like the dynamic between like Aradia and Bologna and its messages about collectivism and everything.
Right.
Really
and see, that's where I'm sort of having
that.
my problem with giving a numerical rating is I felt like this was the strongest volume, but I know I've rated like I think GT3 a 9. But I feel like this was better than GT3, but at the same time it wasn't a 10, right? So I just have a hard time rating this one. I don't feel like a 9.5 or anything. So like at most I could give it a 9.
That's fair.
I just went back and looked at my Twitter post, and I gave GT7 a 9 or 10, depending on what would happen later on. Well, I drew GT7 as well. But I said there was more action overall. The fights in GT6 were better. Yeah, I agree on that. It prioritized plot and character depth. Yeah, GT7, even though it was like there wasn't like an awful lot of crazy moments, apart from like the part at the end where Alice goes crazy and summons the Griffin, and then Terma explodes it from the inside. That was pretty hype. But apart from that, it wasn't as many like hype moments as this.
We also still haven't seen Aradia's goddess form.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
GT.
Yeah, I hope we get to see that. Yeah, that'd be good.
And that's assuming she's the only one with a special form like that. I sort of just assumed all the Transcendents had a form like that, but who knows?
Yeah, I think they all do. I guess Alice's version must be the Jabberwock, must be.
Yeah, or whatever that... What was the... In GT... What was it? The one whenever... The one where she recreated the world for Toma, or whatever.
GT5?
GT5. Yeah, in GT5... She had the Red Queen thing. What was it, the Red Queen? The other form inside of her? The bondage thing?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, there was that. I sort of assumed that would have been her true form or whatever that is.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
Do we have a release date for GT10? Probably 3 months though, right? I'm just assuming probably 3 months from now.
Well,
it's been... I guess it could be 3 months from now. We've been only getting like 2 to 3 a year for GT, right? Because we've also been getting the Dark Side item books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get another item volume first, and then GT after. Hopefully, item 3 is good.
I mean, it's been pretty good so far. I think the only thing I didn't like about the last one was the opening scene with the weird balloons.
Yeah, and the micro
was way too Looney Tunes
jetpacks
for me to even imagine.
The micro jetpacks.
Yeah.
That are not used again for whatever reason in Index.
Literally only existed so they could fall from the skyscraper without dying. Fall from their apartment without dying.
Frenda got the Uiharu treatment in the fact that, Frenda's really good at making bombs.
Yeah,
she's good at making any technology now. Uiharu is really good at hacking. Now she can do anything.
Yeah, you can hack reality.
Legit.
He became hacker.
I don't know why Kamachi does this.
Because he's the GOAT. Why else?
Yeah, he's unique. We'll give him that.
I gotta be like, I'm not gonna be done with this book until freaking we were just talking about her and I forgot her name. Uiharu? Man.
This man, dude.
I'm burnt out. I'm not gonna be done until Uiharu can solo Goku. That's what Kamachi's
Well, she already does solo Goku, so I mean, come on now.
Solo Capsule Corp Goku.
Dude, he's not even that strong.
Capsule Corp Goku?
Yeah, multiversal at best. Maybe high for like.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna call Uiharu multiversal yet. So.
Yeah, because she's hyperverse or outer. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Good call, man.
Yeah.
So are you both? Well, I can't speak. Are you guys both happy with GT as a whole? I know Malcolm is from what you said earlier, but yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, it's fine. Seriously though, like honestly speaking, it's kind of slow for me, but it's still pretty good. I don't think a lot of people will be captivated by it. I don't know if that's the right word. Like super into it. Because it's slow. Like there are fights and everything, but I don't know. It just feels so slow compared to everything else so far.
I say
Index has always been slow.
Pretty slow. Yeah, I'd say it was slow until
slower.
Happened.
I don't know.
It's one of those things where you think it's slow, but if you ever like went back for a reread, you're like, this is moving just about the same pace as NT was, and that was pretty.
Yeah, because then you know, I've got X amount of volumes until Tomo's Dragon comes out, and it's like same shit with Othinus arc. Oh yeah, I started NT. I've only got 8 volumes to read until Othinus comes along. Well, destroys the world. I mean,
everything. All the tiny details are still fresh in your mind, so you're like, oh, this is a callback to this specific part in this book, and like everything clicks faster than it is whenever you're reading it 5 months apart. And it's like, oh man, if that's cool, maybe if I reread 4 books back, maybe there'll be a connection. You don't make the instant connections like you do with like if you read NT all at once, like most people did.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, it does feel good to be right, doesn't it? That we were defending GT from the beginning, and yet the Twitter warriors weren't having it.
The atheists. Kamachi atheists didn't believe
in the Messiah.
Exactly.
But yeah, it is true. But it's good to be right about something. And hopefully this is one volume of many that's going to be riding the wave with the climax that this overarching transcendent arc or whatever is reaching.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I do feel like we're getting to the point where, yeah, we'll probably will be seeing, well, get to near the end of this arc before Kamachi does go into the whatever he decides to next to bridge the gap between this and Secret Chiefs maybe, but we'll have to wait and see.
I felt like this has been going about the same pace as NT in terms of like, you know, pacing, which, you know, ended at NT 10.
You know what? That's a pretty good comparison. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because like,
Because this volume was our NT 9, right? Like it had a lot of very comparable aspects, and we just took down like the big villain who's stronger than the magic gods, by the way, the true magic gods.
This fucking dude, bro! I swear, man. Oh no, but you are correct though. This would be the NT9 equivalent. I really kind of wish we saw more of Alistair versing CRC. I wish that kind of lasted a little bit longer. I actually really like that.
Yeah, I think if it went on longer, it would start to become. It would make CRC look less powerful and like sort of feel like Dragon.
Well, I mean, he did get one tap, so I mean, you know.
So.
It's kind of disappointing because like
survived for too long, it would downplay the significance of the dragon power.
No, you're right. That definitely would be.
I mean, it's kind of disappointing that okay, Alistair was hyped up to be the world's greatest magician, and then he's like, oh yeah, he just gets wrecked by CRC. But yeah, I guess in terms of influence, he is the greatest magician. But at the same time, he's got Kronzon's body, he's crossed the abyss, and yet he can't beat a human. But okay, CRC is probably getting powered by the Sea Chiefs as well. Let's face it. But
yeah,
still annoying. But I still believe in Alistair. I think it's just a matter of time. I don't know if Alistair will start to become more evil again. I mean, it pretty much seems like he's... Yeah, he always wanted to be Toma, but never felt he could be. I mean, that's been consistent since, like, OT 19, where he, like, envied the 3 heroes. And he wished he could be like them. But he was too cursed and too much of a doomer. But now it seems like don't insult my man or woman.
That's why he had to become a woman. Yeah.
Don't insult Alistair. Anyway, well, yeah, I do like that. Feels like he can be like Terma now, but whether he will decide to go against everything again, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what he's cooking with him. I think it's a good piece of character development, though. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And do you guys have any other comments about the volume? Because we can do like Q&A soon if you want.
I think we've sort of covered everything.
Yeah, Malcolm's right. I think we pretty much covered everything, right? Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, send your questions in. We've already had like 2 already, 1 super chat and 1 from my Discord. So, yes, now's the time to ask questions about the volume or not about the volume. It's up to you, to any of us, or 1 in particular, or 2. It's up to you. So, send your questions in chat, please. And remember, 1 question per person. We're not going to answer 5 questions from the same person. Don't be greedy. 1 question. All right, let's go to Discord first, since that was the first one I got. And it's from Mark1246. Question. Hey guys, hope you have a wonderful spoiler cast. I have to listen when I'm off work, but here's my QA. Now we are finally past the Christmas arc. What are some holiday you hope in the Index or Raildex timeline? Okay, it's worded weird. I think what I'm trying to say is... What holiday do you want to see in the Index timeline that the story will get into, and why?
Easter, because then Jesus comes back. That's the only thing you could do with Easter.
That's months away. We're in January at the moment.
Well, what other holidays?
Both in reality as well.
Let's do it. Martin Luther King Day. That's when.
What the fuck?
That's whenever the magic side will make their move. He was a pastor after all. So, Martin Luther King actually used magic.
Wait, he was a pastor, like spaghetti?
That's pasta. I'm sorry, your British accent adds R's instead of A's.
We invented the language, boy. Respect it.
Yeah, but your accent came way later. Yeah, Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, I would like to see what Kamachi can do with that.
And you, Othinus?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. What was the question? Oh no, I know. Okay. It was I don't even have a good holiday, honestly. 4th of July, fuck it.
4th of July magic, yes.
I don't know.
'Cause,
4th of July.
Roberto.
God damn it, America. Because like Mark said, I hope we get to February soon, so we have a Valentine arc. Please Kamachi do it. I guess he just wants, I don't know, some love to blossom. Maybe he's waiting for Kuroko to get with Toma on Valentine's Day. That's probably what it is.
Finally.
Yes. As for me, I mean, I would have said like Halloween, but we've already had Halloween and it's treated like nothing.
Yeah,
Or British Halloween, which is not really a thing. We just do Halloween every day that everyone else celebrates it on. So 31st. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess Easter. I guess that's the nearest one, or Lent. But I don't know if Kamachi would bother with that, since he's not really focusing too much on the Christian stuff, unless you count Rosicrucianism. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Super chat from earlier. Brumakian Productions, thank you. Question for Q&A later. If NT anime adaptation is not confirmed this year, will you or will you not scream in agony and rage? For me, I don't know. I'd probably do like
ass, dude. Someone's getting beat up on the streets.
I don't know. I'd probably do like a rant or something, but just for like. It depends on the moment. Maybe I'd do like a rant about it, about how the 20th anniversary should have been done better if we get like another Misaka figure and nothing else. I'd be like, what the hell is this? Then I'd probably be annoyed. But if we get like a spin-off manga or something cool, but not NT, then I'd be like, oh yeah. I'll just do like a video expressing my discontent, maybe, but not too mad. What do you guys think?
If they announce it and it's JC staff making it, I will scream in agony and rage because it got announced with JC staff.
It's gonna be JC staff, Mel.
I'm done with Index animes. If it's JC staff, I'm so tired. Let me rest.
it's worth it for the new fans.
It's not worth
this franchise
it. You know
needs
what'd make
new
it
blood.
Worth it for a new You know what'd make it worth it for new fans? A good studio.
That is true. I mean, JC staff are good. It's just that the
They're
creative.
not good at what Index is. They get
producer
away with
decisions
Railgun for some reason because they can get talent to come in and work with cute girls. But
I mean, even though I don't rate Nishikiori as a director for Index, like at least he was like 24 episodes. Really, I need more episodes, and then like the production staff are like, okay, we'll give you 2 more. And it's like 2 more. Are you serious?
at the same time, though,
So,
he did make it sound like he was at the. It was like partially his decision of whether or not they would just do a reboot or not. And I think
yeah,
it
that
would've
was
just been
discussed,
better
wasn't
off
it?
as a reboot. Yeah.
Man,
If
could you
you are
imagine if-
gonna have what it takes to finish off the series, I think you would have been better off reforming the foundation and making it stronger, because now. Because whenever he did season 1, he didn't expect it to get a season 2. So he sort of directed it from that context. So he missed out on certain details because, like, or he didn't like expound on Toma's character as much as he would have had he known. Oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Plus, because we have so much more information about what happens down the line in the books now, you could start front loading some of that info and being like, okay, we can better include these references to better foreshadow way down the line.
But Mal, we had a post-credits scene with Laura in season 1. Was that not
No
intended for
way!
season 2? Huh? What was that? I can't even tell what Othinus said there. I was like,
Oh, did it? That sucks. Never mind. Nothing. Ignore it. Next question.
what
right?
did he say? What did you say?
Oh, I said no way, like very sarcastically.
All right. You said it so quick I couldn't register it in my brain.
Stupid internets.
No, it's just my brain.
Like
yeah.
for example, during OT 11, is that the whatever they rescued Ursula? Is that OT 11? The Ursula Titus rescue arc.
That was OT 7.
Right, and that arc, we actually got direct references to Aleister Crowley, the Book of Law, and like his family. Right, in the books we had like references to like, oh, he had family, blah blah blah. Which later on you can like it's one of those things where you like realize, oh crap, that somewhat referenced what happens with the Karanzan stuff. Right, like that was familial information regarding Aleister that comes back up. But they skipped that in the anime. But if they had rebooted the series, you could be like, oh, we should add this information because it actually becomes important down the line. But we can also sort of better highlight it to stick in people's minds better. And then, you have like a stronger foundation for a much longer period of time. And you're more likely to get a season 2, I think, if you reboot the series. It would probably come out more rapidly.
Yeah, it would be hype. Like the dream will be full reboot and then just go all the way to GT. Just do basically like a full running shonen adaptation. But will they ever put that much faith in Index? No.
And they could have
they just don't like Index for some reason.
Probably also reboot Railgun, and then they'd get rid of all the bad filler arcs.
What? No, don't get rid of Big Spider-Man. No.
Especially Big Spider-Man.
Fuck you.
Especially.
Kurozuma is beast, and you got reference in item 2. Kurozuma's coming back, baby.
No.
And he's gonna solo Secret Chiefs, along with Big Dick Biagio and Baba.
Or they redo the filler arcs.
Baba and the boys, let's go!
And fix some of the canon issues, like what's her face being introduced way too early in the anime.
Congo jungle.
Congo, Matsuki. Like, she got introduced in season 1. It's like, you're not supposed to be here for a while, and that actually does mess up certain lore aspects whenever we get to the Daihase railgun arc. Because that does directly mess up certain implications for her story arc, because in the anime, her story arc just was not as impactful as it was in the manga, because they had already, like, taken care of all of those motivations, like her character doubts and her friends' character doubts. They were already taken care of in the anime. They were non-issues in the anime. But in the manga, it's like, oh, it actually makes more sense why her character was being developed that way.
Yeah. Anyway, Othinus, what would you react with if NT didn't get an anime this year?
Honestly, I would literally go outside and punch someone in the fucking face. But no, I'm just kidding. I would actually probably make like a video like you, or I would watch the live stream and then just be mad about it. just be mad about it.
Honestly, yeah. If we get like what do you call it, an Imaginary Fest live stream around the 10th of April, I think that could be a positive light. Unless it's like going to be a Dengeki Fest, but I have no idea when the next Dengeki Fest is going to be. I have no idea. But yeah, if we get an Imaginary Fest live stream on the 10th, it's going to be like, oh my god, is it happening? It could be happening. The signs are there. But hey ho, we'll have to see. It's only like 3 months away.
Yeah, I'm still faithful, man. I'm still faithful we'll get one.
You have too much faith. Give up.
Nope, not yet.
Stop having hope.
Only time will tell.
You stop having hope.
I stopped having hope.
But man, if it's a long-running shonen for like entirely, like from the beginning, I'd be like, I don't know how to react.
If you had the
crazy.
at the time best-selling light novel series of all time, and you were like, we don't want to make any more anime for it for another 7 years, and then just make it completely bad. Why would I have hope?
It's stupid, man. Like the fact that Data Live and like other series are now like past Toaru in terms, or equaled the amount of seasons Toaru or Index has had. it's a joke. I know there's like Railgun and that, but come on. Index deserves the respect. Like, what's going on? I know it's hard to adapt,
Seriously.
but that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse for it being hard to adapt. Like, come on.
And like been watching like Eminence in Shadow just got its
anime
this year, right?
I love Eminence in Shadow.
Yeah, it's so good. It's goated, right? Like that one, it hadn't
really
even
good.
like all of its books put together hadn't even passed 1 million copies sold when season 1 came out. But they got a director who's a super fan of the series. He read the original web novels. He read the light novels. He read the manga. And then he's like, I'm such a big fan. I want to combine all 3 aspects while still giving the creator like full control over everything. And then I'm going to introduce all this extra lore. And then we're going to be like, oh, here's the mobile game. And it's going to actually have important lore too that we're going to work into the anime. And I'm also going to just like suddenly have super good animation because I actually like this series. And then it's going to get a season 2 like months later. And then we're going to announce a movie right after that. Oh, and how long has this been an anime for? 7 months? Yeah.
Bro.
Dude,
What
with
are they
Shadow of
doing?
Eminence is
That just puts it into
peak. I love
perspective,
that
man.
anime.
That just puts into perspective. Like, I don't care that it's an old IP. Like, that's not an excuse. Like, come on. There's plenty of old IPs like JoJo that get so much love and they come around and it's success. And then you just get a new isekai off the block and just get... Yeah. It's stupid, but oh well.
Right. But like that's what I'm getting at though, is like, and it's owned by Kadokawa. So like, there's that too. Eminence in Shadow. So Eminence in Shadow, less than 1 million copies sold, but you get somebody who actually likes it, and you give it to a studio that's completely mid, right? Like, this studio that did Eminence in Shadow is not known for making good anime. But if you get
Wait,
people
hold
who
on.
actually
Silverlink
like
made that, right?
Silverlink? No.
Wait, who made it?
Eminence in Shadow was...
Oh, sorry. I'm actually very curious. I thought they were a pretty good animation studio.
It was done by Nexus.
Oh, yeah, they're not
Right?
They
They don't
yes,
make anything good, but then they got Eminence of Shadow, and you get somebody who actually likes
Oh,
the
wait,
material.
hold on a second. You didn't like Chivalry of a Failed Knight? I mean, that was pretty good for the time it
was
came out.
okay.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty generic. It was good in comparison to the other crappy isekai books or fantasy books that came out.
That's not even an isekai.
I mean, I corrected and said
What are you talking about?
I corrected and said fantasy. I corrected and said fantasy book.
All right.
okay.
All right, guys. We'll move on to the next question.
Average.
We'll move on.
Average.
All right. All right. I think the next question is from Lightbulb. Did Othinus destroy the pure world? No. She can only manipulate the phases.
She
can't
just showed
touch
everything. She just showed everything.
No, she didn't. She can't touch pure world.
She destroyed everything.
Can't touch it.
CRC destroyed the true world because he's beyond the magic gods.
No. Right,
Pure
okay.
world.
Next, we got Gig, who's a channel member. Do you think that the dragons could be the Hydra? I mean, they are kind of a Hydra because they got like multiple heads.
What's a
But I
Hydra
guess
on
if you mean
steroids?
the Hydra from like Greek mythology, I don't know because I think it's more like. I think like more it's implied like GT9's implying that each dragon is from a different mythology from what CRC was saying.
Yeah.
Implied.
Yeah. Because I mean, we were able to break down most of the dragons and like
wait,
the worm.
Wait, Malcolm. I thought all the dragons were revealed by the author on Twitter. Is that what it was?
It's the Railgun editor put them all out.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had concept sketches for them for the longest time back whenever they first appeared in the Railgun manga. So we've known what they look like for a while, and we've been able to sort of break down what dragons they were in comparison to like IRL mythologies. It's just they haven't been like canonized yet in terms of what they are or like what dragons specifically they are.
Alrighty, where are we? But yeah, I think it's not going to be Hydra. I think it's more going different mythology route than particularly one, but it could be part of it. I don't know. What we got next? Looking for original username. Nice name. From the epilogue, do you guys think Index will dive deeper into Rosicrucianism and be more relevant in that kind of scene?
I feel like we're sort of done with it now, right?
Yeah, he's dead. He got one tapped by Alice because
we took down the guy, and the main face of it now is Anna, and we've already sort of been dealing with her for a while.
True, very true.
So I think we're just sort of fully locked into the transcendent bridge builder cabal stuff without Rosicrucian, blah blah blah, whatever. Rosicrucianism.
Yeah, I mean, if we get like more info about Ada Sprengel and maybe Kingsford as well, then we'll perhaps learn more about it. But yeah, it does seem like Rosicrucians kind of died down now that CRC or JVA has been beaten. Johan.
Yeah.
Not Johan
The
Liebert,
mystery
though.
of it's sort of over now that we have like, oh yeah, the creator of the religion isn't real and it's just the guy who made him up. Like at that point, after you reveal that, it's sort of like, well, I don't care about that anymore. It's not as cool anymore now. It's lost its mystique.
Although it is interesting that Rosicrucian's still around, and yeah, that's what I mean when I was talking about the cults earlier. Like, Rosicrucian's one of them, and it's still around. They have headquarters and shit. We're gonna get Jehovah's Witness.
Heaven's Gate now.
Jehovah's Witness, Magicians, please. Needs to happen.
No, we can just do a Heaven's Gate arc.
Oh yeah, that's another cult. Yeah. Mr. Mann asks, do you think Alistair could use the magic flaming sword? And if he can, why did he not use it against CRC? That's a great question. I think I'm not sure, because if we take Charonzon and we know what happened to Corazon at the end of NT22. She basically like lost a lot of her power. I don't know if she can take power directly from the top of the tree because she got like giga nerfed and then was forced into Alistair's body because once she lost her physical vessel, she kind of would have to find probably. Well, she does have a new one, I guess, but it's not like one she created herself. I don't know how that works. But yeah, she's not. Well, look, she's pretty weak. She can't like take over Alice's body. So I think she's probably stuck at like a really low level in the tree, so she's not able to get all that power from all the way to the top, since she's not really in the. Well, I guess part of her essence might be in the abyss, but she can't get to that. That's my logic behind it.
Possibility that Alistair, or it was just decided it wouldn't be effective from his point of view.
I think it would be though, like, because I honestly, well, I don't know how it would interact with the clouds. Would the clouds be able to disperse Magic Flaming Sword? God knows. So it's either my explanation where she can't use it, but I mean he's been shown to use part of her magic now. So like he can get part of her power, but whether it's enough for Magic Flaming Sword, I'm not sure. We haven't seen it yet. What do you think, Othinus? He's not listening, is he? All right.
Probably playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
No, I'm not. I'm not playing Call of Duty.
He's opening a different tab and
he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Looking at saucy Aradia pictures on mute.
Minutes.
Dude, look. My friend told me to get on and see that there was an event going on. I'm just checking out the event and I'm looking at some stuff and making a deck. What's the question again?
What's the question?
What's the question?
You are, so otherwise this is inexcusable.
All right, what's the question? Lay it on me.
Why didn't Alistair use the flaming sword on CRC?
Oh, because we wanted to see his new face shifting magic. Come on now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Honestly,
right.
I mean, you have another chance to introduce a new ability. Just do that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, anyways.
Yeah. All right. Who we got next? Dixon Mukishimana. If Anna or Alice become Toma's third roommate, do you think they'll be nerfed? Oh, I think that's meant to say nerfed. Yeah, nerfed, and would replace Othinus or Index in giving knowledge.
I imagine.
Hell no.
I imagine that if it comes to like that kind of scenario, it'd probably be like good old Mary or Succubus or Aradia just taking Alice and just, disappearing, finding a home and living out that way, off screen forever, back into Kamachi's toy box with all the other characters.
No, you can't replace Othinus for magical knowledge. No, never.
I mean, if anything, I would like Aradia to become a new roommate. I think Alice could happen though, just because I know what Kamachi's like. Anna Sprengel, I don't know. I guess that could, but I'm not sure.
No, I'm with
you. It just seems like Anna Sprengel wouldn't really vibe that well in Toma's place. But hey, Othinus vibes there now. But yeah,
for real, right?
Himegami's gonna move back in. He's just gonna replace all of them. Himegami's coming back, baby. Get your vampire stocks out.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah. Alright, next question. MRGGXD asks, do you think Index will be useful again in GT10?
No.
What do you mean she's useful in this volume?
No, she isn't useful. No.
Well, she did stuff. Like, she was proactive. I mean, she was as useful as Misaka and Shokuho. I mean, look,
right,
look
so
this way. Well, one thing we didn't talk about, which I wanted to, that I forgot, was, the moment where Index used Spell Intercept on CRC, and then he basically roasted her for using it. Does flipping through a recipe book make you a chef? You are a library, a collection of book knowledge, while it's man steeped from head to toe with real knowledge and skill. We may be drawing on the same wisdom, but there's a vast gulf between what we can actually use. Did you think your lines of text on paper could outdo what this old man truly performs? Like, that was savage, that, in my opinion. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, to be a bit more savage,
It's true, though.
I'm pretty sure Index already just knew that. I don't think she really considered herself a magician of stature to begin with, so.
Yeah. But no, I think she's been useful in GT at times. I'm an index enjoyer. What can I say? I am an Index enjoyer, and I believe in Index, the character and the series. But yeah, I mean, she could be like
series, yes. Character, yeah.
No, she's so underrated, man. She's so underrated. She's once you get Index, you're like, she's the one. Apart from Kuroko.
Boy, this guy, man, I swear.
Well, no, like the anime ruined Index, and I don't like it.
Same. That's why we shouldn't get another season.
Yep,
we should, because we need what we can get, guys. How are we gonna get people to care about this franchise unless there's not a cartoon? Literally, it's either like, yeah, just try and make viral videos about it on YouTube, or just hope there's an anime to get people to care about it.
Surely the fans will come together and animate it. Right?
I mean, Tata could do
only.
it. Tatarashi.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Everyone just give Tata your money and we'll convince him to animate everything. Probably take a while though. But who knows? Okay, what we got next? Imminent Successful asks, will we ever find out what Dion and Mina were researching in Germany? I think that's a pretty safe bet. And yeah, I think something to do with the identity, or how Anna Sprengel helped form Golden Dawn, or what the situation was going on with the temple there. And I think it was alluding to, that Anna Sprengel's basically a cosplayer. I mean, it's pretty apparent now.
Definitely.
Any comments? No. Any comments? No.
I got
it's
nothing,
a safe bet.
Okay, cool. Prince Manic asks, if magic and science sides were ever made to be equal again, how would you guys buff up the science side? Well, just give him more artificial angels. Make someone a level 6. make them a few level 6 and scientific angel.
Bro, unless you get unless you get like Accelerator, or like someone to use like phase shift magic, or vibrate the vectors of the world to where they can shift a phase and destroy it, or something like that, then I don't see the science side ever coming close to the magic side in terms of power.
I mean, at least we got Dragon King Toma now.
Yeah.
They got a bit of a buff science side. Dragon King Toma.
That's if you consider Toma's science side.
Well, technically he's like
outside of
neither.
He
side.
is!
Yeah. He's like technically nothing.
He's
He's
sort
an
of like a
Esper.
neutral party. He punches the faces of both sides.
He's an Esper, guys.
Esper.
I don't care what
only.
crazy magic related stuff he's got inside. But the thing is, the magic and science stuff are interconnected, because like Iwaz is supposed to be science side, but he's magic
side.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is, Alistair was science side, but he was a magician. It's a political affiliation more than anything.
But he's magician, like some.
There's a difference between science side, and magic users, and espers. There's a difference.
But would you say Alistair now is still science side?
No, I'd say he's pretty neutral.
There you go.
Of course he's not. He's not leader of Academy City anymore. Well, actually, I'd probably say he's still an ally of the science side, considering he defended Academy City and Toma in this volume. So there we go. Yep.
But Toma's magic side.
Well, he's not officially science side, but I'd say he's an ally of it. I mean, come on, he's not going to team up with the magic cronies, is he? Well, apart from the little band he's got together.
I
Kingsford.
am 100% of the belief that Toma is a totally neutral party. He's
not. He wants to be he's an Academy City citizen, and he wants to protect Academy City. He's science side.
Is Index
Who?
science side? Index? Is she science
No,
side?
she's Anglican. She
Okay,
lives
there
in
you
Toma,
go.
but she's not
Just
Academy
being
City
an Academy
citizen.
City
She's not a
doesn't mean
citizen of
anything.
Academy City. She doesn't.
Yeah, but
she's
well,
just
no,
freeloading.
no, she had the citizenship card whenever they went to the Angel Fall beach.
That was a British
They had her in
passport.
the records. No, wasn't a British passport. She had permissions to be.
Oh,
an
talking about
Academy
okay,
City.
so about
Yeah.
okay. No.
Yes.
I think she did show a
in
British
the- in-
passport when she left Academy City. Anyway, or was that the Venice arc? I can't remember. But
That's Venice.
okay, she's on the records, but she's not like a student in Academy City. She's basically on the records because Alice had let her in because of the.
Yeah.
You basically gave him a safe zone to do the memory wipe thing.
But Alistair's not
So,
there anymore. Toma's a neutral party
How is he neutral?
because
He's-
he punches both of them in the face.
He literally
He
Lesso
is
was
not-
trying to convert him to magic side with like join Britain, and he was like, no.
Toma
Just
is
stay away from
not
me,
fighting on behalf of his beliefs in the science side. He is fighting on behalf of the people who
Yeah,
happen
none of the
to live in
Espers are.
science side. In the same way
Who
that
is?
he would fight to protect the people on the magic side if something was going to kill all of them.
Most of the Espers hate like the dark side of Academy City, and most of the Espers are like
All right.
Academy City's messed up. So
But
Still
I'm,
science
not, I'm
side.
saying he'll fight for either side. He just happens to live in Academy City, and his power.
yeah, well, so will
Itself
Kanzaki
is
and
not-
Style. They'll
not-
fight for either side in the situation.
Yeah, and they're not science side. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like he'll fight for any
God's
side.
sake.
It doesn't make him part of that side.
What even is this conversation anymore?
Oh my god, I love this so much. Okay. I'm dead. Jindo asks, Toma's birthday is around Valentine's, right? Well, we don't know his actual birthday. We don't know the day he
Aquarius,
lost
right?
his memories. We don't,
Dude, his
oh,
birthday's
wait, you mean
probably
it,
like, dude, his birthday's probably February 29th because it's a leap year. Unlucky, huh?
No,
Probably
oh wait,
April
I think what I mean is that
April
because he was stated to be
Or he was
an
born on a
Aquarius,
Friday,
so
the
that's
first-
probably around then, isn't it? I don't know
Yeah.
my star signs. Yeah, so probably, yeah. We don't know the exact date though. All right. Okay. Max Morals. Hi, Aeon, Malcolm, and Othinus. Do you think
Hi.
an Esper can break out?
Wait, what?
I was reading out a question. Someone was speaking.
Yeah, we said hi.
So I was like, what?
Yeah, we just said hi.
Oh,
hi,
all right, okay. I couldn't
I
hear
don't
because
want to be
I'm
rude.
my low volume was anyway. Can break out of the one Esper power per person. Do you think an Esper can break out one power per person? The imagination
yeah,
should be their limits.
He'll do it. Tsuchimikado will do it. I believe in him.
Dual skill.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone like grows a second brain. I think probably possible.
So a sister.
Yes.
Cool. Where are we? yeah, I think it's could happen.
I
Who
feel like we're
knows?
sort of past that. I feel like Kamachi's already played around with that a bit, and we're sort of past the point where dual skill would be considered overpowered in the grander scheme of things.
Right. Zekumaru. Hi there. I'm not reading the light novel manga so far. Did Kuroko find out about the sisters? If yes, how did she react? Yes, she did, and I made a video about it. You can find it on my channel. What is it called? Isn't that convenient? Well, it's been a while since I made it. It was like when was it GT7 when that happened? Kuroko, Aeon of Horus. One of two videos I made about Kuroko. It was very few. Yes, Kuroko's dream became reality. Toaru, Index, and Railgun. If you can find that video, then
Throw the link in the chat.
that's so much effort, though. Imagine
Copy and
sending
paste.
links in a chat. God.
Dang, I'm
Sending
sorry.
links
I
and-
guess you don't want to drive traffic to your other videos. That was a foolish idea.
Oh
of mine. I'm
no!
sorry.
Please watch my content. I struggle for views because I'm a scrub.
Sounds like me.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. This is so much effort copy and pasting this link. You guys have no idea.
First world problems, man. Damn.
Yeah, it's tough. There we go. There's the link. Should I pin it as well? Can I do that on phone?
Let me see if I can, since I am a mod. The stupid heart icon is in the way, though.
Too much love. Right. So yeah, watch that video and you can find out how she reacted. Yay. Well, what do we have next? I've lost
just gonna
where I was
comment.
at.
And get it to move up. See if I can fit it.
It's fine. Next one. Is that all of them?
All right, I can interact with it now. No, I can't.
We got Matrix. I came in and my question is, why the heck do I see your secret VC where you do your podcast? The reason is because you were on it. Did you forget? So once you've been on it, you got access to the voice chat. I mean, that would be the reason why. Unless you don't want to have access to it anymore, then I mean, I don't know how I'd feel if someone like joined like randomly partway through that was uninvited. I'd be like, yeah, okay. I don't know. That's never happened before, but I mean, if you want to join, you can. For like 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. Well, we're not gonna. We're gonna be heading off soon. But once we, yes, that's why we're gonna be seeing if there's any more questions. Oh yes! Welcome, Matrix.
Oh my god!
Oh my god,
that's
your
so funny.
username's so long that it's ruined my chat box, but it's okay. I'll try to fix it. Why is your username like broken the screen? My
Hey, I'll
days.
quickly change the title of the video to "And Surprise Guest."
There we go.
Oh my god.
Your Matrix, your username is so long that it's sticking out the box. I don't know if I can mend it.
Well, anyways, quick thoughts on GT9. It was the best
Try and mend
volume
it.
so far. I liked it very much.
Whoa,
I
best
need
volume
to
so
get
far. I
GT10.
mean, best GT volume so far.
I mean,
Whoa,
it's
user-
competing. It's competing with the peaks. What can I say?
No, it's not. But okay.
I mean, for me, it's competing. If you call like
okay.
yeah, that's just how I am.
No,
Anyways, I can't wait for GT10, and yeah, that's my quick thoughts.
Well, all right.
Thank you. I'm glad you have joined us and provided your thoughts.
Yeah, glad to be
Who knows
here.
what GT?
Just really quickly.
Yes. All right. Did you get to my Q&A on? Did we do Rebel Hearts one?
No,
it was
I don't-
Mark
I don't think
on
so.
Discord. He's the one who sent it on Discord, I think, right?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, yeah, Marks, yeah. Okay, yeah, they got different usernames. Okay. Yeah, that's how I didn't notice. Cool. All right. I guess we'll end it there. From Matrix, who has just joined us, Malcolm.
Quick jump scare.
Othinus. And
Matrix,
make sure you
yes.
check out Malcolm's Twitter and inactive channel. Make sure you check out Othinus's
Someday.
active channel and
Yeah!
semi-active Twitter in the descriptions. Make sure you follow, subscribe to them if you haven't done already. That's an order. And yeah, Matrix also has a Twitter, but it won't be there. Yeah, thank you for watching. Do you have any last words, guys?
I'll see you guys when GT10 comes out.
Yeah, I'll see you guys when we do our Valentine's Day podcast. Right?
No, never happening again. Once was enough.
See you on
Nope.
Valentine's Day, fellas.
Oh,
No, it's not
Lord.
happening. It's cursed. That day is cursed in the realm of Toaru podcast.
Oh,
It's
they're
not
saying the
happening.
link to my channel is wrong, by the way.
What? Oh, is it happening again? All right, I'll fix it. That always happens. I don't know why. It's because whenever I copy and paste it, like it must like miss out a letter or something. All right, I'll fix it. What?
Wow, that's crazy. Mine
Wait, is that-
works. That's insane.
Yours work? Oh, it's probably because like the one that's defaulted on StreamYard is cracked. I don't know. Is it? Let me test this. Oh
I
crap!
get
Yeah.
404.
Did you change your? I thought you were Toaru Mal on YouTube.
I thought so too. Unless
I thought so too.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Unless it's gonna be.
Is it because of capitalization? Because the A should be lowercase on the Aru. I don't know if
Honestly-
I think YouTube may be cap sensitive for their URLs.
Huh. All right, we'll figure this out because I'm curious because I put like the exact same spelling for like the at in the. Well, you can press in the title. It's got at Toaru Mal, and you should be able to get to your channel there. Okay, I fixed it now. Sure, link should be fixed in the description, and yeah, and you can get to it in the title anyway. There we go. I had to put an at symbol next to it, but for some reason, if I put like C Othinus the God, that works fine. But when I do that for you, it doesn't. Maybe because you don't have any videos. I don't know. Or you do
It's
have
because
videos.
you like Goku. That's why.
That's really weird.
I mean, he's
Blame YouTube for that. I did not make a mistake there. I did not
Even
make a
CRC,
mistake.
who's more powerful than the true magic gods.
This fucking kid,
So now
dude.
you can sub to Malcolm. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.